so fast, all tied up like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pay on my life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I haven't felt this in ages, and I've no more patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger. You're stronger.
Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. 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 You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Yo, what's up, bro? Now I've learned to never help you out.
wait, I thought we were muted. What the heck?
It hears this. It will hear the desktop audio.
Ah, okay.
So, people got spoiled on what we're first reacting to. YouTube intro.
Hi, I'm your goddess Nasky. Here we're Truck-O-Man. We're reacting to...
The new Freakazoid talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows that came out yesterday.
I still wish we got our Afro Samurai game to work.
Still working on that.
Ugh. You've been buying like so many different like splitters and trying to get it to work. Now we got it to the point where it's hooked up to our PlayStation 3 to the OBS, and it will come on, but then it just blinks in and out of existence.
Maybe it's a setting I gotta go through and mess with something later.
Why does PlayStation 3 have to be such a pain?
Anyway, so...
Don't have this issue with the 2.
Well, 2's different.
And no, 2's better. Superior 2.
Suppose this is the biggest bomb drop on Japan since 1945.
Yay. Let's see how
Yo,
bad.
what's up, player? Sorry, I was just practicing my Japanese. Pips, we did it. Assassin's Creed Shadows is a hit. Our stock is zooming, so it's actually in the free fall. Tell them we got another
Ow, I gotta turn it down, though. It's a little loud.
It is?
In my ear. Sorry.
I don't know what loud is.
I'm gonna turn it down to like 80. There, that's better.
Gling.
You can hear it, right?
I can hear it.
million players. Hell, make it 2 million more players. Fuck them, they can't prove anything. It works. Stock is skyrocketing because that's what I do. Go get yourself a snail, Pierre. You earned it. You could also have a negative $2,000 raise. Eat shit and die. Hi, we're flicking over the little guy, and our consultant division was hired a few years ago to help Ubisoft make Assassin's Creed Shadows.
That's the gameplay.
Was that modded at all, or is that guy supposed to be Neki?
I don't know.
The smash hit it is today. In
Yep,
fact,
he's naked.
you're fired. The game was too successful. We can't afford you anymore. Which actually leads me to my next point. A disturbing amount of you seem to think that this major success will allow the 19,000 people working here to keep their jobs, and unfortunately, that's just not true. Notice how that number doesn't say number 1?
Second highest.
Oh.
They're doing creative wording, basically bullshit on paper.
Lovely. Hey, isn't that similar what the Snow White's doing?
Which I'll be reacting to next.
Yeah.
The last time 2 bombs that big or dropped back to back, it was in 1945.
In day 1 earnings? Well, that means we'll be laying off at least a couple thousand Frenchmen, and we'll be replacing them with several more sweatshops. And just as a little side note on all that sweatshop business, we are deeply disturbed that word got out about that. Why the hell do you think we hired them? Because they tuck them in at 5 o'clock and have an office wine cooler? We already tried that, and look at how that worked out for us. We got Frenchies starting a revolution every other goddamn day. You know what the nice thing is about sweatshops? They don't pay them enough to buy picket signs. Allegedly, from what I hear people say this, I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna.
I gotta know. I gotta know.
The game, Piendang is gonna get a 2-cent raise on the next one.
don't-
Of course,
my
that's gonna
thingy
be
don't
monthly
work.
though.
Yeah, I gotta know. Was that modded, or is he supposed to be Neki? I need to
I
know.
think he's supposed to be naked.
Why? Why is that a thing?
It is a thing.
That
Your
keyboard brokey.
What is going on with the keyboard here?
I told you it brokey.
Alright, try again.
Oh, not daily. The rest of that profit goes to me. I have 3 ex-wives to feed. Speaking of which,
Yay.
you're also fired. My marriage was too successful. I'm getting a divorce. Your salary is gonna pay my losses. Now, flashing back to my years when I was working on the game, my role as chief consultant of dumb fuckery was problem solving. The first problem I noticed, too many French people, so I said, hit the snail trail, Pepe's. Next order of business, we're making
No.
But too many French people working on it.
this one another
I
RPG.
know.
Nothing says Assassin's Creed. Like
Stinky
walking into a
cheese.
base, everyone's within level range, but then you get to the target and he can one-shot you with a rock. This is fun.
Oh.
As long as you don't know what that word means or what it feels like.
Did it even
Now, on the point of
hit?
hating our customers. In the Steam review.
Samurai ninjas.
Ninjas assassins. What? It's a rock.
He got killed by a rock.
I don't even think it hit him when he died too.
This game supposedly this game they delayed it 6 months to fix the bugs.
They fixed nothing.
View of every Ubisoft
See,
game.
our
People are always
thing's
complaining
messing
about
up.
how we're forcing a second launcher on them, which is why we're gonna force a third launcher on them. Fuck them. But it's only gonna be a launcher for all the shitty Assassin's Creed games. I want to make a clear line in the sand so that new players don't wander off to a better game that we haven't monetized.
Go to a better game.
I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna switch up. Where's the other?
What
Nothing,
are you doing? What
nothing.
are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Out the ass.
Shit not
Did the Black
working.
Flag have shot the box? That's a great question, Pierre. I hope asking it was worth your life. Note to self: make the guy's ass bigger than Nawe's. Reminder: we are a
Huh.
forward-thinking company. Second reminder: settle
shit.
that.
You're breaking it. What is going on? I'm telling you, we need a new keyboard and mouse.
I hope asking it was worth your life. Note to self: make the guy's ass bigger than Nawe's.
That's sad.
Yes, that is very sad.
All I see in Ubisoft is an identity crisis from the past couple of years.
I would
Ubisoft-
ask where the tits are, but
I know in Japan, especially feudal era, I doubt there were very thick people back in the day. Like, come
True.
on.
give me my boobas.
Reminder: we are a forward-thinking company. Second reminder: settle that lawsuit for that time when we were a little too forward in our thinking. I gotta get the call. Why would you make the dude protest?
Ubisoft, I gotta read that.
Oh, double. Yeah.
Forward-thinking company. Second reminder: settle
That's
that
what I
law.
was saying. 5 former Ubisoft executives arrested and sexual harassment case. Good job.
Sweep. He's back.
Brewski. You didn't miss much.
Lawsuit for that time when we were a little too forward in our thinking. I gotta get the call.
Give her. Lesbian.
Why'd you make the dude protagonist also Japanese? We already have a Japanese. Listen,
And you sped it
Everyone's
up.
talking about how they love brotherhood, right? Well, why don't you put a brother in the hood? Huh? It'll be like Twins with Danny D. The fans are gonna love it. They did not. And whenever he fights, I want you.
I mean, black character, feudal Japan. I mean, that's already,
Out there.
No, I was gonna say that's already, a work of fiction. And they won't give me big boobies.
Gonna blast the loudest rap music you got, but not in a racist way. We here at Ubisoft are
Winner.
not
Yep.
racist.
Yep.
So in the least racist way you can, whenever Yasuke shows up on screen, I want you to be blasting that trap music as loud as you can. And I'm not talking I'm
Yay.
talking straight up SoundCloud
What the-
trap beats
Oh.
with a harp mixed in. I want this shit to sound like Lil Ricefield is just off camera with
He
an
broly hugged him.
Did he crack his back? Is all he did?
Oh yeah, you gave him some chiropractic goodness. How nice.
Sonic ASR. And in the cutscenes, when everything should be all quiet and dramatic, I want you to play the weirdest shit you got.
Seriously?
That does.
That was actually in the cutscene.
What? No. No.
Well,
Why?
I want to Busty Ninja. I want to play Dead or Alive. Have you ever played any of the Dead or Alive games?
No.
Doesn't fit the
I've seen them,
setting,
I've
the
never played
scene,
them.
or anything. It's perfect. God, these juices are just flowing today. You go fire somebody. You go make something shiny. You go add 1 million players. God, I'm a genius. Now let's talk about the
Okay,
gameplay.
yeah.
We're gonna do a brand new take on the new system where we return to form by changing nothing. Can we all agree on this? All right, nice, but we need to
The
make
French
these
ruin
two characters
everything.
feel distinct but equal, not in a racist way. Which is why no ass Nawe will be
fighting.
great at everything except
Is
combat,
it?
and Yasuke will be a little bitch that can't even
Remember-
climb a rock.
Remember we reacted to him talking about that one weird pirate video?
Yeah, I know the pirate yakuza, right?
Yeah.
Unless you don't want him to climb a rock, then he'll be able to climb a fucking rock. I want this man to
Cool.
be like our expert plus difficulty, kind of like that fractured
That's
butthole difficulty system.
amazing.
Right around that 15-hour mark where you're getting bored of the repetitive gameplay loop, I want to cure that boredom by giving you even less gameplay options. You want a new mechanic? Pull out your credit card. Don't have the money? find a country with flexible labor laws, start a sweatshop, and all give us some money. Also, that Spartan kick's been our crutch for the last 3 games, and it's getting old. That being said, we haven't had a new idea come out of this company in 10 years, and I wouldn't want to break the streak. So just make the kick send these rice farmers into the stars!
Wait, is that an actual glitch?
That's some Fallout level of glitchery.
Listen, I got a tea time at 6.
Okay,
We
that's
really
kinda
gotta. Let's
cool,
just
though.
stop developing the combat halfway, alright? But Saul, this is a return to form. Shouldn't we have all these mechanics? You're not even speaking American anymore. Listen, we don't have to worry
Yay.
about putting in the other half of the gameplay because it rains. Besides,
Yeah,
people
it
don't want flow.
rains.
They don't want a unique identity. They want something that feels like nothing. And I don't mean unique. I want to remind them of that empty void where their soul used to be, so they fill that void with cash shop
Well,
items instead of
sucks.
combat. The old power fantasy combat made them feel
Damn.
big and strong. Sarah, look at me. I want them to feel small. And forget flow. Make it all stuttery. I want it stuttery as hell. I've got a nephew with a stutter. He can't say
Oh, that's kind of jarring. You see it when it goes zit zit.
Yeah.
It's like a weird cut.
Again, they paused this game for 6 months to fix the quote-unquote...
They didn't cook it enough.
yes
6
without
months
making it a
wasn't cooking
10-syllable
enough.
word. Use that as your inspiration. I'll send you a tape later. Speaking of no flow, let's talk about that stealth right now. I want that assassination button to only work half the time. Whole? Half the time I want the
Half the
prompt to
time,
assassinate
huh?
in Assassin's Creed to either not assassinate or not show up at all. I want half the encounters to play out like this. Did I just catch you trying to assassinate shit? I want them to stand around with their dicks in their hands waiting to assassinate in Assassin's Creed. You can assassinate
When Daddy Ubisoft says you can.
well, so we at least add all these mechanics back from the original games. No, you don't understand. We
Sheesh.
let them lay down. They don't get anything else. Don't overthink this, guys. These people will buy anything. In 15 years, we'll be selling a JPEG called Assassin's Creed. Fuck you, give me your money. And
Yeah.
Modern gaming, baby.
I've lost all hope in
people would still
gaming.
pay us $90 for it. Reminder, the poor core is feeling stiffer than our executives when they get near the secretaries. Add more flips to distract. Next thing, some guy came up to me the other day and told me we should make a great 12-hour game instead of 80 hours of pondering the rope, so I shot him. But don't worry, I
More Assassin's Creed. Why?
shot him in the game, so it only did 10% of his health. Our games aren't meant to be enjoyed, they're meant to be endured. What are we gonna do, make a memorable short campaign, sell 5 million copies in the first month, and then
Oh, hey.
Working on Space Marine 3 announced. Ooh.
Ooh. They might butcher it.
immediately get a sequel like some fucking chode? No! I want to lock all your abilities behind 50 fetch quests, and when you go to do that
Oh.
meditation quest as a break from all the fetch quests, I want it to trigger a flashback to that one time where you did a fetch quest. Eat a dick! No, not literally, Yasuke. Don't look at me like that. Stop that. I want to beat the fans down with monotony until they buy the Yasuke farting Vent Clouds bundle out of some confused idea that that'll bring them joy. Think about it like
What?
How much do you
For-
want to bet that they fight any modding on it?
Oh, I guarantee you they do. For the Emperor.
Ugh. Burn it to
this.
the ground.
For just $20, you could help me furnish my yacht with high-end Dutch prostitutes. Every day that no one buys a microtransaction, one of our executive goes without a line of coke up his nose. Will you be our snow angel? Then just punch in your credit card and buy any one of these bundles. Speaking of people that need help, the enemy AI programming has been slowly degrading for the last 10 years, and the dev team was
no.
asking earlier if they should spend any time fixing it. So here's what I'm thinking. Fuck them, fuck 'em.
Great
All right, I'll lay 'em all
move.
off. That's what I thought. Sorry, those are just some associates of mine. I thought I'd put that on vibrate. All right, I had some ideas for the story. First off, my wife's had 100 rounds of Botox in our last 2 years of marriage. I haven't seen her emote in years. Use that as
Welcome,
the inspiration
Whoopi.
for the facial
We're laughing at the downfall of Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Ciao.
animations. I'll send you a tape later.
But I can fight.
My pain is constant and sharp.
Actually, I'm already looking at a cutscene right now. I can't tell whether she's happy.
This looks like shit.
It does. Fun story. We were actually just finishing the Devil May Cry anime before we started streaming.
And the CG in that looks better than this.
Well, it's animated. It's trying to be realistic. It's realisticing. It's failing miserably. But yeah, the Devil May Cry anime was really good.
Can I tell you my secret? No.
I like secrets.
Be sad or needs to take a shit. You guys nailed it. Forget what I said. Second, with the GDP of Bosnia invested into this game already, I think the voice acting is where we need to start pinching our pennies in our story-focused game. Have any of you ever heard of AI? It's like a digital robot sweatshop. It's brilliant. Future Fleek here. Now, I can't say whether or not we use...
Has 30% of Ubisoft stocks. RIP Ubisoft.
Yeah.
the AI, but I will say the end result was indistinguishable from a high-end actor such as Daniel Day-Lewis in Lincoln. Check this out.
Oh, damn.
Karate, judo, sumo, samurai.
Nissan, Honda, Mitsubishi, Subaru.
I turned it off.
This is a scary movie. I think that's Scary Movie 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Here you go.
Resentment can grow quietly without much warning after a storm.
Now on a real...
Was that real?
That's actually in the game. Keep in mind, voice actors are on strike now because they want to get paid more. I have a video on that. Yeah.
Wow. That was disappointing.
That was... She put her heart and soul into that. How dare you?
Oh, the one is upon
I want you guys to get your lawyers ready to sue anyone that harasses Ubisoft employees.
Oh, yeah. That was another thing going around. Ubisoft...
Thank you so much. That's so sweet.
Ubisoft is reportedly enlisting a team of lawyers to sue players who harass Assassin's Creed servers developers. What is their definition of harassment?
Telling them they're bad at what they do because they
That
is.
harasses Ubisoft employees. I want the whole world to know that the only people who can harass Ubisoft employees is Ubisoft. Please, everyone, the applause is really unnecessary. I'm but a humble man to the people, the higher tax bracket. I put on my Prada slippers one...
Wait, back up. I saw the price of those slippers.
You saw the price of those slippers?
And
What was the price of those slippers? Is the price right?
I put on my Prada slippers.
$1,250, huh?
For one paycheck, I could buy these leather slippers.
Why? They're ugly.
One
They're leather?
Sudanese leather monk strap at a time, all right? And that's
It's the fanciest
how I made
leather
this
ever.
game the success that it is today. AC Shadows is such a success that our 18,000 employee company just got cut.
Hell yeah.
So, Assassin's Creed Schedule 1. What the?
You're breaking things. Yay! Hooray!
Peak players. Wow.
Thank you.
By a game developed by...
Are you sure? Yes.
One man named Titan. It's such a success that people can't even run
Hey, my
Monster Hunter
big
Wilds.
Booba Gooma!
You need to
Gabba
get those mods to work again.
I got
They're
him back
still
on.
buying it more than Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's such
I didn't
a
make
success,
him that
we just
big,
shut
though.
Another studio.
Maybe I
It's such
should've.
a
I didn't find
success
that
we
one.
just became 10 cents bitch. It's such a success that our stock's hitting 5-year low.
$9 for their stocks. Or 9, I think these are euros.
Should we invest?
No. God, no.
Let it burn?
So eat a dick, chuds. Wait until you see how successful we are after Assassin's Creed Crazy Cat.
Are they making
Assassin's Creed Crazy Cat. What? What? He was about to say so. He was about to say Crazy Cat Lady. What?
Lady drops. Maybe strong feminine energy can take us to new heights.
Oh, wow.
Right here, Jaw. I swear to God, if you don't give this game a...
So apparently their new Assassin's Creed is going to be just purely fiction because they can't write a strong woman.
Yeah.
Lovely, and she's going to be Cat Lady. Oh, wow.
Well, that was that video.
Thank you for joining us.
We're gonna be right back.
What's next? What?
I'm gonna switch out the keyboards because we keep having issues.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. We will be right back trying to fix some technical doody-doos.
Hopefully with a working keyboard.
Yeah, for whatever reason, our mouse and keyboard were acting really doopy.
Alright, while we're on the...
I also got a snack. Hooray for banana chips.
While we're on the train of suck...
to everyone.
Go on, jump!
Alright.
Suck train, true.
Last...
Another fun story. Last stream, I was here. We were talking Flu Man and tornadoes. Ooh, guess what headed this way? Oh, wow. You're probably getting some too. So gonna hope for... Oh, thank you.
Actually, the weather's clear here in Kansas City, so...
Yeah, looks fine here. It's cold.
Yeah,
that might not be good.
Alright, so YouTube intro.
Where's my share? Share of what? Oh, your potato... My banana chips? You can't have any. They're my banana chips.
YouTube intro.
Hi. I'm your goddess Nasky. Here with Trucker Man. We're reacting to...
The Disney Snow White Aftermath.
Gundam!
One who hates when I win.
Oh.
The winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her.
This is the theater on opening night.
Empty! Like her heart.
Computer says no.
Nah.
It's a Gundam. He's just a piece of crap.
This is a sort of monumental failure that will be studied for years to come. And at the heart of the issue is a gassed up mid. Much like the woman who left her husband after her nose job, Rachel Ziegler...
Ugh.
The blame not in disappointment, yes. Disney just doesn't have it anymore.
There has not been one good movie that's came out of Disney lately. I can't think of one. Can you think of one?
It's been a fucking minute.
Did Deadpool come out of Disney?
Yes.
That's it. That's the only good one.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Even the was it
No, I was doing a Deadpool joke.
Oh yeah, I know. But I'm talking about Moana. Moana 2 was really trashy too.
And the Lilo and Stitch movie that's coming out.
There's been hope for that one, but
Hope in one hand, shit in the other, see what fills up first.
Well, they did good with Deadpool. That is like the last movie they did good with.
overestimated her value on the market.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird. We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story.
You know, whoever the marketing for Disney was just pulling their hair out when she was talking.
Yes. Oh, man. And I love how she's like, the guy is stalking her. That's kind of not true. He was just wanting to talk to her. I don't know. It was stupid.
I have all my Disney media on VHS.
So
oh, Lordy, I am tired of Rachel Ziegler and whatever her name is.
Oh, yes. I'm so tired of these people.
Story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie. Right. Andrew Burnap, great dude. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Excuse you? All your scenes need to get cut.
Gorgeous.
Ironically, after turning people off to the film, she headed to Twitter to celebrate the trailer dropping, which wasn't a flex.
Because the dislike ratio was actually crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn your video so people can see it.
What are we looking at?
The 1.2k 102k likes, 1.3 million dislikes.
Oh no, there's 102,000 people we need to be worried about.
Disney adults.
I don't care if you're Disney adults.
6 million dislikes?
It's like when you see a puppy who has cancer. It's just a cemetery, you know.
She then throws sticks of dynamite on the dumpster fire she created.
I love you all so much. Thank you for the love and for the 120 million views on our trailer in just 24 hours. What a whirlwind. I'm in the thick of rehearsals for Romeo and Juliet, so I'm gonna get out of here. Bye for now.
Romeo and Juliet.
No, she would be the worst Juliet of all time. I hope she's getting some, like, side background character. She should not be Juliet. Ugh.
Totally destroyed Disney. Yeah.
Yep. Go South
Imagine
Park.
Dusting yourself off for this chick.
And always remember,
put chick in it, make her lame and gay.
Emperor Palpatine.
Why?
What? I just missed that while you were talking.
Meh.
Emperor Palpatine.
Why?
You make her Emperor Palpatine?
I think that's a joke.
No, I got back.
This chick.
And always remember, free Emperor Palpatine.
Oh.
See?
You little piece of dribble piss.
Nothing says ticket sales like geopolitical hot takes while promoting your film to people that were already iffy on you.
3 months later, she was pushing hard for the Democratic Party to win the election. Once again, politics and movie ticket sales do not mix. Well, anyway, we already know her candidate lost, so she crashed out. She wished Trump supporters to never know peace. That was a pretty big voting block she was taking a hot, steaming piss on. But the Ziegler didn't care. She was girl bossing too close to the sun, a common downfall of the gassed up mid. The dismal Disney film opened to a box office of $87 million worldwide.
Which is
So, ultimately, she was trying to play a powerful woman's character.
and people don't want to deal with her shit.
You know, ironically, after watching the Devil May Cry anime, there was a good example of a powerful woman character.
Mary.
Mm-hmm.
I got confused. Mary and Lady are two different people in Devil May Cry, right?
No, Mary and Lady are the same person. It's just when you first meet her, Dante calls her Lady because he doesn't know her name, and it turns out her name's Mary in the end.
Wasn't she supposed to be blonde?
That's Trish.
Okay, that's why I keep... Okay, so her name's... Okay, never mind.
Trish isn't in the anime.
Yet,
as far as we know. I love the... just a quick little spoiler cliffhanger for the end of the Devil May Cry anime. They are literally getting the Devil May Cry 2 territory. I thought that was fun. Okay, I know most people hate Devil May Cry 2, but ultimately I think Devil May Cry 2 was my favorite because it was my first Devil May Cry.
she's overdue for some AGP.
Most of movies and direct to kids. Oh yes, the poor kids. Kids are so brain rot nowadays. It's tragic. We're all gonna be doomed.
Massive failure when you're close to $300 million in the hole with a no boob, no ass having Zoomer who thinks she's God's gift to film.
When reached for comment, a rival studio executive had this to say.
You can't say that the live-action remake of the most iconic film in the vault that cost $270 million and has been reshot multiple times, opening to $50 million is okay. The math just doesn't work. The movie should have been $1 billion movie.
Oh, well, that's just how it is.
Oh. No, don't put me next to Christian.
A working man beat Snow White with $15 million.
What? Blue-collar drama... A working
Blue
man...
Office, upset, blue-collar drama. A working man beats Snow White with 15 million opening. I never even heard of this.
And it's beating Snow White.
Ooh, is that Triple H? Yeah!
Opening.
Let's
Disney's
play the
live-action Snow White
game!
fell more than 66%.
He's got the
Wow,
sledgehammer
how sad
too!
is that? Snow White lost to a Jason Statham movie where he plays the same character again and again and again. Snow White's IMDb score was actually lower than the live-action Dragon Ball Z film.
Oh, hold on. My bad. Let me update this.
Rachel Ziegler's Snow White has officially become the worst movie of all time on IMDb.
You know, I'm excited for this movie to get onto the free movie website that we use. Because I want to check it out and see how long it takes me to want to turn it off.
Damn.
Let's speed this up. Snow White was an unmitigated disaster, and there was blood in the water, and let's face it, the internet is full of sharks. TikTok was making animations about Ziegler that were pretty funny.
Rachel Ziegler, thanks for coming on my show. I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. So you recently starred in the movie Snow White. Tell me, what was it like to play Snow Latina?
First of all, Steven, it was weird.
Snow
but
Latina?
I did enjoy reimagining the character as a woke Colombian woman who looks like a fish.
Well, I sold out years ago and I'm a coward. Are you surprised that everyone hates the movie?
Not at all. Society is far too racist and misogynist to appreciate the reimagining of a classic Disney princess as an ugly Colombian chick.
I sold out years ago and I'm a coward.
Gossip channels.
Yeah, I would watch Working Man over Snow White too. Especially if I'm correct and that was Triple H. It looked like him. I mean, at least the way he looked, it looked exactly like Triple H because he had the sledgehammer and everything, and that was really cool. I thought that was cool.
Something similar with the Witcher series on Netflix. Instead of the actor, it was the director that was the problem.
They're letting everyone know that Disney canceled the press tour for the film because the studio's heads finally woke up to the reality that keeping her on tour was the equivalent of just setting money actually on fire.
Rachel Ziegler has officially been benched by Disney, and no, this isn't a rumor. The Snow White star has become such a PR nightmare, the studio has cut her out of her own press tour. She was set to appear on SNL, Kimmel, Drew Barrymore, all of it scrapped. Why?
Wow.
Because Disney finally realized putting a mic in front of her is a financial risk.
Oh no! What happened?
I've never in my life seen anything like this. Snow White opened.
March? That's the Saturday at 5 p.m. at AMC, wherever the fuck this is at. There is no...
Oh, it doesn't say where it's at.
Tyson Center right up here.
I know, but it doesn't say what state that is. Do you know what state that is?
Yeah, but just look at all the seats that are available.
On a Saturday.
And Saturday at IMAX premiere time for families in one of the busiest movie theaters in the entire DC metro area.
Oh,
I go to this theater all the
DC.
time. I've literally never seen anything like this.
That's star power.
My heart sinks a little, the fact that there were 6 people willing to go see that movie around here.
Yeah, but that was the IMAX, so it cost more. So maybe here it was a little bit cheaper. Well, yeah, we looked it up that Saturday at like 9 or 10 o'clock. There were 6 people out of like, what, 50? They couldn't go and see this movie.
Maybe they just wanted to get some clout and be like, hey, we actually went and saw this movie and actually record themselves in the theater and stuff, I betcha. Because I don't think anyone's going to stop them from recording.
They wanted to do public sex, but they just wanted somewhere where no one would see it catch them.
Exactly. Oh, you're right. It was probably just a goon session there.
She's not even a big-time actor. She's a girl of a small... She is a chihuahua.
People started showing how empty theaters were for the Ziegler all over the country. Rachel Ziegler then decided to do an Instagram story where she's clearly in an empty theater to see her own movie. I guess this is what it's like to own the chuds.
You didn't want to pay anyone to come in.
I can't really fathom
it looks
such
so
levels of
bad.
winning. Old tweets from the Ziegler started popping back up.
I was always about free Palpatine. Donald Trump. Yep, I'm a nasty bitch.
I have to applaud Rachel Ziegler on her consistency because she's been...
Did she even know who Palpatine is?
No,
Is it supposed
he's supposed to say he's just changing the language. I
just
not realized it.
Oh.
He doesn't want to say the word Palestine on YouTube.
Oh, you just said it.
I don't care.
Consistently annoying for years, and I'm just now waking up to it. Old videos of Rachel Ziegler being obnoxious started being posted all over Twitter.
Was gifted very good cheekbones from God, which is something I thank him for constantly. When I was a kid, I used to manifest having cheekbones and dimples, and I got them both. Keep manifesting, ladies.
Is it sure God was the one you're wanting to thank? I question if she believes in God. Remember Disney do a live action of Robin Hood, the one with the animal. They did do a live action of the one with the animals. Huh.
I was gifted good cheekbones from God. Well, I guess he had to give you something because you clearly don't have a likable personality or an ass or boobs, which for a Latin woman, lacking both is kind of like being born a cripple.
Oh my god! I was gonna back that up for a second, just the way she looks.
Ass or boobs, which for Latin.
Why does she have her shirt like that?
She looks like a kid that's putting on mommy's clothes.
She does.
Lacking both is kind of like
it's in the works.
Stop him!
On the 26th of March, one of the producer's kids unloaded on Ziegler on Instagram.
Your dad flew to New York City to reprimand a young actress? Any word on this? Cause that's creepy as hell and uncalled for. People have the right to free speech. No shame on your father. You really want to do this? Yeah, my dad, the producer of an enormous piece of Disney IP with hundreds of $1 million on the line, had to leave his family to fly across the country to reprimand his 20-year-old employee for dragging her personal politics in the middle of promoting the movie, for which she signed a multi-million-dollar contract to get paid and do publicity for. This is called adult responsibilities and accountability, and her actions clearly hurt the film's box office. Free speech.
Read that one down there.
She thinks she has boobas? Where? I don't see. I know. and okay, this guy is white knighting for her, isn't he?
Which does not mean you're allowed to say whatever you want in your private employment without repercussions. Tens of thousands of people worked on that film, and she hijacked the conversation for her own immature desire to risk
he's grilling her
and crew and blue-collar workers who depend on that movie to be successful. Narcissism is not something to be coddled or encouraged.
It's sad we have a generation of women on Instagram so stunted. The very idea of another woman being held accountable for her actions by one of her employers is weird and creepy. What a stupid time to be alive. Believe it or not, Ziegler has supporters. Obviously, politically charged Zoomers love her viewpoints. They began rallying and blaming.
I mean, I guess anyone can have a following if they try. If they put themselves out there, regardless of what their views are. There's someone to find your views, I guess, entertaining or something.
Wearing a corset over a button top or over a button is crazy. Yeah,
it just looked
bad.
bad.
The film's failure on Gal Gadot, which obviously led to well-rounded and respectful discussions and not racially charged insanity.
Props to everyone who boycotted Gal Gadot's Snow White. Gal Gadot's Snow White is now...
Oh, they're blaming her for the failure of this movie because...
Her performance was lackluster, if I remember correctly.
No, because she's Israeli. That's the new cope. And she served in the IDF.
Wow! That's not racist at all!
On top of that, people don't understand, if you're an Israeli citizen, you have to serve in the IDF for, I think, 2 years or something. That's required of you.
What is that?
The Israeli military.
She's a woman, though.
Yeah, she probably did, probably backward, whatever, but she actually did serve in the IDF.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Every Israeli citizen served in the IDF, and that's what she's getting criticized for. Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, of course I didn't know that.
Listed as one of the worst films in IMDb history. It was definitely the evil queen's fault. She can't act at all. You mean the worst actress of all time?
Oh.
It's funny. The left boycotted because of her. The right boycotted because of Rachel Ziegler. It's tanking because of Ziegler, not Gal Gadot, you effing retard. You can't bubble Palpatine's children. Stop out! And then turn around and make fairy tales for white kids. The hypocrisy is unacceptable.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this.
She's such a bad actress, oh my god.
And enough champagne to fill the Nile. Kalel, no. Max
okay.
Lord, you're putting yourself and everyone else in grave danger. I need you to give me the stone. What happened to it?
What did you say?
So exciting. Very interested to find the men who bought those.
Why should I help you?
Because we're asking you nicely. Just tell me what it costs to get her away from me. Name a price. I'll buy the whole damn boat if I have to.
I'm 100% on the Gal Gadot cannot act boat to save her damn life. Let's...
See, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I mean, that last one was pretty good, I think, but... Yeah, the Wonder Woman one was pretty cringy.
To be fair, English is not her first language, so I'll give her a little credit on that.
So ultimately, is the only reason she's an actress because of her looks then?
Probably.
Why don't they just have someone dub her like they did
They did that when she sung.
Oh, well, I mean, just dub her all the way if you're just gonna do singing.
Let's not get it twisted, but she
Angelina
wasn't the root cause of the
is
film
a
going...
bit crazy, but her role as Maleficent was Chef's Kiss. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, someone can be cray cray but still have good acting chops. You can have good stuff and be a terrible person at the same time. But if you're a terrible person and you have nothing good about you, then you're just bad all around.
Down in flames. It was Ziegler. Pedro Pascal came out to support Rachel Ziegler because he shares similar political views as she does. This did little to help the situation because no one cares what Pedro Pascal thinks outside of the queer community and hyper-progressives. The Amazon driver listening to this right now is like, Pedro Pascal, dude.
I can't wait till Hollywood gets over trying
I don't even know who he is.
to thinking Pedro Pascal is important or good looking. An entire industry has been LARPing for the past 2 years that Pedro Pascal is on Henry Cavill's level, and I'm sick of it.
Well, this blessing from the Pascal didn't stop Latin America and South America from making fun of this film.
This macho woman can't feel fear.
Huh.
All that was missing was her taking the knife away from the hunter and lowering it herself. And those faces, beyond her physical appearance, she doesn't even act pretty, sweet, or tender. All of
Wait. So what? I really want to watch this movie now. I really want to watch it. I gotta see what they did now. Did they just describe that scene as her taking the hunter's knife and lowering it down? Is that seriously what happened? Versus her screaming and running away, which makes more sense. I need to see this movie.
This movie's so bad.
I need to see it. It's gotta be seen to believe. I can't read nothing.
Oh, shit.
Jacob-Lewis-san.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong.
You grabbed the wrong mouse. Good job.
Latin and South America is roasting Rachel Ziegler to no end. Last but not least, the Thai voice actress for Snow White ironically fits the role so much better than Rachel.
Oh my goodness, she's perfect.
Yeah, the Asian Snow White looks better than fucking the American version.
Sheesh, that works. That works really good. That was a good cosplay.
Rachel Ziegler does. It's actually sad. Even the Japanese question Disney's choice on this. Rachel Ziegler is so hated around the world. Everyone for...
Make it like it is. Make it like it is.
Got
Is that the same character?
And that's saying something. Personally, I don't think that the equity or representation war we're in is done or defeated in the entertainment industry. It took years for this to take root, and it'll take years for it to phase out. The only way companies too big to fail learn anything or stop is with years of unmitigated failure on repeat.
Make Disney stocks crash into the negatives.
Yeah. But
Let it burn and faster.
Bye. Thank you for joining us. Bye. What's next on our menu?
This guy talking about a VTuber got hate because of her hair design.
No, I'm a VTuber. I'm gonna get hated now.
Alright, YouTube intro.
Hi, I'm your goddess Nasky. Here is Trucker Man. We're reacting to...
This VTuber beat her haters.
Go, girl!
No, I don't have a lot of regrets in life. Maybe a couple, but not a lot.
Is it the glasses?
Buying Pokemon Sword and Shield for full price. One of the bigger ones.
No. I bought Pokemon Sword and Shield. Not for full price. The double bundle.
For full price.
For full price. Which is like $100 and something. Yeah, okay, that might be a regret.
But one of them I definitely do not regret is using Twitter, formerly now known as X. Because this drama, if you even want to call it that, was pretty dumb as Twitter X goes. And it's about an anime girl. A VTuber, to be precise. And...
Do I get considered as an anime girl?
Yeah.
I do?
Yeah.
I just realized my lifelong dream of making my own anime is kind of halfway came true. I'm kind of making my anime. I mean, this is my own original character. Even though I didn't make her myself, I had her commissioned, but it's my design.
What she managed to get through is pretty wholesome, and the people that defended her. So let's check it out. And yeah, don't use Twitter. So the person I'm talking about today is a VTuber called Banana Juju.
Banana Juju.
So the controversy is, if you scroll down and you look at her hair, she has dreadlocks and she's really light. She's a monkey themed VTuber. And people are claiming, well, she's too white to have dreadlocks.
Oh, what is it, like racial appropriation stuff?
Yeah. And I heard the best argument. So you want the monkey themed VTuber to be black?
Ooh.
That was the best comeback I've ever heard.
It's a double standard.
And
Goodness.
you're probably wondering, just ignore the background there, kids, you know, kids.
This guy smoked a
But
blunt
yeah,
before he got on and made his video.
She is a VTuber that
He's
recently
very soft-spoken.
redebuted with a new model. She has a new model now, and it caused quite
Aw.
the uproar on X.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
not for her person.
I thought he was saying that she got a new model because of all the hate, but he's saying that she got a new model first and then she got hate.
Okay, I've met white people with dreadlocks. If you don't know how to treat your hair.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That was a thing in the early 2000s, I want to say.
Oh yeah, a lot of hippies. A lot of hippies had dreadlocks that were white.
Yeah.
In that
Naughty,
thing?
not for her tweets or all that, her choice of words. It's because her VTuber model is or has dreadlocks.
See?
Oh,
People were mad.
she looks so good though.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the same controversy that I heard over someone on Animal Crossing who chose the dreadlock hairstyle for their character.
No, it was, they had honey buns or whatever.
Oh yeah, the space buns. That's right.
Space buns.
Space buns. Which, excuse? Who owns
That
buns?
she has dreadlocks as a white
so cute.
anime girl. I kid you not. This is real, and it was a problematic issue with people. Because apparently, a white anime girl, a 2D anime girl, is not allowed to have dreadlocks because
People are complaining if race should be gatekeeping hairstyle.
Exactly, that's so dumb. I mean, okay. I want to get flack for me. Okay, someone flack me. I'm not Asian. But I'm using an anime character.
that is a prerequisite class change to, you know, a certain skin type. Like, this is some class change, and you can only equip this armor if you're that class, apparently. And Twitter seems to believe that. She got quite the commotion about her. People, just the usual people were mad about it. I don't have the tweets here, but
And that's so sad. It's taking this person's creative designs, creative what she likes, and saying, hey, you can't have what you like because you're considered to be racist now for having what you like.
Nothing wrong with that. Just you like what you like.
Exactly, yeah. I feel bad for her, but this has a happy ending, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'll play a little snippet of her video.
Ah.
Here's her tweets right now. She's basically doing really good now.
So cute.
Yeah, she's pretty much living it. You know, they say...
I think she gained like 30,000 followers.
Because of the controversy?
Yeah.
Bad
the
press
irony.
is good press, and it was definitely good press.
She has the banana cards with her.
The only thing it did was drive her numbers up, which is really good.
Cool.
Like, really good. They're doing a lot better now. And it's not just the numbers, like, it's about the people that actually rallied behind her. Like, it's actually pretty wholesome to see big YouTubers like... I'll play the
female
video.
Tarzan LL.
The short one.
Yeah,
Many
exactly.
YouTubers helped her. It's the noise.
Oh, even Asmongold's talking about her.
Yeah.
You probably should have picked his video.
Yeah.
You're nothing.
Get out of here.
What are you going around telling everybody else what to do?
Oh no, we're going into React.
These
people are so dramatic.
Help!
They are the worst. That's it. That's the answer. It's ridiculous.
We're a react on top of a react on
What
top of
piece
a react.
shit. Yeah, it's nuts, man. The correct answer is bitch shut the fuck up.
Yay! Ooh, he's cute.
He's another famous VTuber too.
Male VTuber, which is rare. I thought Nux was the only male VTuber.
There are more male VTubers than Nux.
I know. I mean, like the only famous one.
Juju replying to that with, why are leaves green?
Having braids is somehow a form of racial cultural appropriation, and she doesn't like the fact that this girl is using the braids while having a white avatar.
Does that mean us white people can gatekeep the color blonde hair?
No, this is only like a one-way. It's only like a one-way street.
I know, that's so dumb. So dumb, so dumb, so dumb. So dumb.
That's what I'm assuming she's trying to bring up and talk about.
Banana Juju replying to that with, when you forgot to brush and too lazy to care.
Girl gets shit on by racist
Hey.
gatekeeping. A hairstyle gets defended by Asmin. Girl sides with Asmin. Oh my god, she's racist for endorsing Asmin.
We're here to play and we're here to laugh.
So you know I love the hair. People are getting jealous over it, and I don't know why, but they are jealous.
You attack this person, you call them a racist, you say they're culturally appropriating the hairstyle, you threaten them, you harass them, you do all these horrible...
So, okay, if someone in real life has that hairstyle, or is someone going to just run up to them and be like, you need to cut your hair, or change it right now? Is that really... stupid hair?
People are dumb.
Stop it.
horrible things, and then someone who's a very large content creator shows some defense for them. Of course they're going to appreciate it.
All we can do is interpret them.
Banana Juju taking Twitter further and saying, when some people try to bully you, and it has the opposite effect.
The fact that she
That's
was
good.
noticed by a super large content creator and he's defending her for it, I think is pretty fucking cool, you know?
That's it. The hairstyle's dumb anyways? Yeah, exactly. And anyway, let's go back over here.
The hairstyle's dumb anyways. Really? I think it looks cute. I like the way it's designed. The whole thing comes together really nicely.
Yeah, and it looks...
It's like
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
bald. Am I endorsing Michael Jackson?
Pretty much.
Jordan. Michael Jordan, not Jackson.
It's really wholesome to see a lot of people help her for something so dumb. You know, people on X will be dumb, trying to race class her. 'Cause,
Yeah.
You know,
I also want to say is people are probably getting sick and tired of the cancel culture bullshit that's going on.
Exactly.
We're sick of it.
Cause, okay, this is this is basically the same, isn't it?
What?
Well, I guess the difference is because they're trying... Okay. The difference between Assassin's Creed and this is because they're trying to claim something historically accurate that's not.
Versus...
That's the difference versus a hairstyle.
Yeah.
There's the difference. No one cares. Like, for example, like we've been saying, Afro Samurai. Japanese are not getting pissed off because, oh, you made a black person a samurai. We're gatekeeping samurais. No, they thought that was cool. They love that. What they're annoyed with is they took something historical and changed it.
Yeah.
That's the difference. The whole PG era was never a thing when I was growing up. Oh, wow, really? Yeah.
a VTuber has to be locked behind certain restrictions, you know, like an anime girl. As you can see, her channel is doing a lot better now.
Awesome.
You know, bad press can sometimes be good press. Like, it's really nice to see. Hopefully she keeps up the momentum.
Yeah, she went from getting 100K, 1,000, like almost 2,000 views to 68,000.
Oh, wow.
In less than a month because of this. Some, like, look, 200 views, 350 views.
That's a smaller one. Yeah.
But yeah.
Dude, we're lucky to pass the double digits, I swear, when it comes to our views.
No, triple digits.
Yeah,
Because
double.
right now she's on fire right now. Like, she can... It's not just about the numbers, you know, but grow a community. And it's really good to see that people
so sweet.
helped her through that drama, if you even want to call it. But yeah, subscribe to her channel. I
It's
sure
like,
would.
yeah, Samurai Champloo with hip-hop culture. And I thought it was tight. Exactly. That's exactly it. The melding of ideas. That's what makes the human race, right?
Right right there. Got myself. But yeah, help her out. Watch her. She really deserves it. And yeah, see you lads and gents next time. Take care.
Yeah. Well, that was this video. I hope she... well, I don't hope because I know she's blown up. I'm happy for her. Hooray for Banana Juju.
There you go. The problem
The problem with Assassin's Creed was they put in the Japanese advents that it was historically
respectful.
Oh yeah. That they researched and they still released what they did. They did no research. They did not care.
There are options.
Alright.
I didn't get to say bye, but I guess you could just end it right there, huh?
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Alright.
Hi, I'm your goddess Nasky. Here we're we're reacting to...
Apparently this has been a drama going on last week. Genshin voice actor crashing out on gamers over... Apparently the Genshin Impact Hoyu Studios fighting with the English voice actors. They're trying to go unionize in the damn studio. And some of the voice actors don't want to be unionized because you got to pay like a $4,000 fee to join the union. And for those who don't know, English voice actors don't make that much money to begin with.
Yeah, well, is that touch and go?
Yeah.
That the union has to help pay for those things. There are options to help people.
Go into debt, boys, so I can get my union. All you motherfucking poor ass peasants.
I'm a fun... You didn't tell me this was another VTuber.
I didn't know there was another VTuber.
I'm on top of someone with a bag head.
Bag head?
Bag head.
Yeah, we'll just show him for a second.
The bag head. This bag head. I'm on top of him.
Voice acted for $200 a week. You need to go into debt so I can get my union.
Pay for the union dues within SAG, but you don't know that. Oh my god, it's almost like you're not an actor.
Hey, what's up, gamers and gamettes? It's Paper Bag Boy here. So,
I didn't know what his name was, but I was close. I just called him Paperhead. Paper Bag Head. See, all new members pay a one-time only intercession fee plus the first semi-annual dues at the time of joining. Remind me, what is the point of unions?
They're supposed to have labor protections. I think what started all this, they wanted AI protections because they don't want the AI voice actor thing happening.
Uh-huh.
And it's turned into an utter shit show.
Where it seems like they're taking advantage of them now?
Yeah.
The national...
the national
interest fee rate is currently $3,000, although it may be lower in some states. Oh, lovely. Annual base dues are $236
base dollars.
Why is it with the 60 cents too?
And also you gotta pay a portion of your earnings.
1.57%.
Up to $1 million.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just screwing them
Well, what
over.
is she's claiming that everybody wants to join the union, but there was a voice actor who went in and worked, without basically the term crossing the picket line.
Uh-huh.
To go work because hey, I can't work without money. I can't live without money.
Right.
And everybody shit on this person, even though these voice actors were also working while they were on strike. It was a big drama going on.
Ugh. Continue.
Imon's voice actor, her English American voice actor, has just blew the lid off the freaking internet. We're going to get into it here today, boys, but before we get to the video, I am going to run back what's going on so everybody knows what the heck's going on. I'm going to tell you everything that's going on within the minute. I was trying not to cover this, but as somebody that's worked in the acting industry a little bit and has a little bit of knowledge about how this goes and unions and everything, this voice actor is being incredibly disingenuous. I watched a video on it today. I literally could not keep my mouth shut anymore. I was talking to myself about it. I was blown up at myself about it. That's how bad it is, okay? All right, let's get into it. So, they force non-union VAs into the union, charge them $3,000 plus semi-annuals, and if you can't afford it, they literally offer you interest loans to cover your fee. Actually, F-SOG after. I'm a certified...
Yeah, so you have to get a loan to get your job.
Wow, that doesn't seem worth it at all. You know, personally, if I ever got offered a voice acting thing, I would just do it for free. Just because I really like the idea of being a voice actor.
They're also trying to...
There's two groups. There's some people for AI versus people against... Yeah, you're right, because there's another drama within like voice acting, specifically American voice acting, where they change the original dialogue.
Yeah, that's another thing that's been a big fight lately.
And that does make people like, yeah, it would be better to just have AI, but at the same time, it hasn't gotten to the point where AI is particularly good at
There's
voicing.
a company in Japan, I think, that's working on making a AI like where they
Voice
take
better.
Where they take the Japanese voice actors, they sympathize their voice, and then they just dub it in every language they can, and just cut the middleman out.
So a more advanced like Hatsune Miku.
Yeah.
Oof.
SAG-AFTRA hater. This is the contract in question, boys. This is the union contract in question with fees, by the way. And if you don't understand how acting unions work, I'm going to get into it a little bit later, but this is a voice acting union for the game Genshin Impact. And obviously, boys, voice actors want a union. They want a union, and it has not been unionized at all in the gaming industry ever. Okay, and this could be a big deal. But this one is predacious. This is what they call an absolute hook, line, and sinker. They got you bit over the barrel, and they got them ass cheeks out wide, baby. All new members pay a one-time only intuition fee, plus the semi-annual dual dues at...
Blue Sky Super Chatted $5. If the project is unionized, you couldn't even do it for free because they are required to hire union. Also gold.
I put the goal in the section.
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
I always laugh at the end. I try. I do 3. Thank you, Blue Sky.
the time of joining. The national initiation fee rate is currently $3,000, although it may be lower in some states. Annual base dues are $236. In addition, work dues are calculated at 1.5% of covered earnings, up to $1 million. Boys, not only do they not guarantee you a role, but they literally charge you for it, okay? The entire issue with this contract is the fact that what SAG-AFTRA offered Genshin Impact was a no use of AI ever for the perpetuity of ever. They cannot use AI for English voice acting at all, ever. Okay, that is an issue. Obviously, SAG-AFTRA is trying.
Okay, keyboard die. Oh, I got it. So, not even for like the smallest background character.
No.
You're not allowed to use AI. That's very not cost efficient.
Yeah, I think they're trying to fight what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
To force Genshin Impact into signing something, knowing that they're never going to sign it. They would never sign that because you can never tell what's going to happen in the future. Second, the voice actor cannot be replaced, and they have the role for perpetuity forever.
Ooh.
What if the voice actor gets caught doing something illegal and goes to jail?
What if the voice actor can no longer perform their role?
Yeah.
How do you forever that?
Freaking ever, okay? This is completely disingenuous. This agreement severed limitations on how MiHoYo can work with non-union voice actors, including a lifetime limit for the voice actor and eventually forcing the voice actor to either join the union, which is large entry costs and fees, or stop working on the project. Yes, and it forces non-union voice actors to sign an agreement with SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah, so
wow! Do as I say, huh?
Yeah, also, I'm taking this, I'm going to assume all this is out in California. California is a non-right-to-work state. What that is, like, I say my terminal went union.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to join the union because it's in, say, Kansas. Kansas is a right-to-work state. I can still work my job and not have to deal with the union. Now, granted, I won't get any protections or whatever the contract they sign with the union.
Right.
But I can still work my job.
Right.
Huh. Let's see, AI has some uses. It depends on the topic. So true. And so true.
I can't even say it. It's a tongue twister, boys. This shit is crazy. This is absolutely insane. The voice actors that are pushing for this they have to be getting some of the money from SAG-AFTRA. There's no way that they're agreeing to this. I understand wanting to be unionized in the space, but you don't accept something like this. You don't let the sharks in to eat your fellow voice actors alive. And the whole internet blew up about this situation, which is Jacob Takanashi, whenever he got a role as Kanish in Genshin Impact, and evidently the old voice actor had been on strike for months trying to get them to force them to sign the deal with SAG-AFTRA. So they wanted them to sign on the union SAG-AFTRA and force Genshin Impact to never be able to use AI voice actors. And second, the role would be kept in perpetuity, and it would force all other non-union voice actors that were working on the Genshin Impact on the Genshin Impact game to sign with SAG-AFTRA. Okay, Genshin Impact's never gonna freaking sign that. So of course they recast Kanish, and they recast him as Jacob Takanashi. Okay, boys, I don't know about.
Is that why I've noticed there's been a lot of new voice actors in the industry?
Yeah.
Because, okay, I was having this conversation with my cousin after we were watching the Devil May Cry anime. Actually, it was last night when we watched half of it. She was asking if Lady Mary, if she was voiced by the same actress. I looked her up. She's a brand new voice actor. She only has one other role, and that was in a 2023 Chainsaw Massacre video game.
Huh.
So Mary's her first role. And then Lou also gets into a tangent because we like Johnny Young Bosch. He's a really good voice actor. He's an old school voice actor. He's one of the ones that I can recognize so easily. But she was all mad because she's like, why is he voicing Dante? Why couldn't they get the original voice for Dante on from the video games to voice him instead of his nephew, since Johnny Young Bosch plays Nero? He does a good job, I must say. He does a good job being Dante. But my cousin was kind of salty about that, and I just had to explain to her that sometimes they can't sign some of these voice actors, or they're too expensive, or they're retired. A lot of things.
There's a lot of experience there, but those guys do both big time and small time projects. Yeah.
And also, ever since like the Vic Mignogna stuff, I've been kind of had just a weird stain for English voice actors lately.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since that drama came out.
Yeah.
Y'all, but having Kanish silent for this long does nothing for the gamers. It does nothing for you and me. The only thing it does is fuck us over. Like, literally. And, them recasting him is a great decision. If the dude is going to go on strike for months on end because he wants you to sign a deal with him in perpetuity, well then, you know what you should do? You should just sign a deal with somebody else. And as we see here, we got some comments.
Yeah, isn't that what they did with Bayonetta too?
Well, she came out because she was being a bitch to the studio.
Wasn't claiming she wasn't being paid enough.
And she was actually making $100,000 per, like, role. Like, she was making good money, and she was just, whatever reason, ruined her career over it.
Underneath. This is actually kind of diabolical. If you need the money, at least take the role uncredited. This just comes off as an easy grab for clout. It's not a good look. And they got freaking community noted, boys. Getting bent over the barrel by the community notes, boys. Ass cheeks out wide. According to voice actor Nathan Noakes, fellow VA Jacob Takanashi is a Japan-based VA who had no knowledge of the strike or the circumstances of which the role was being recasted. Jesus Christ, dude. We've got all the Americans freaking the frick out, and yet...
So he's a Japanese voice actor who can speak English.
I think his name sounds familiar.
I'm an American. I'm proud to be an American, but the woke left, boys, the woke left libtards that are literally doing this, and yes, all these freaking VAs that are acting this way, I promise you they're woke left libtards.
Oh, yes.
They make me ashamed, okay? I'm proud to be an American. I'm not proud to be associated with the libtards, boys. And then it comes to Paimon's VA, Zulu and Lima Karina. This is where we get into it, boys. We got a video later of this chick absolutely blowing her freaking top and spewing those brain juices all over the game and all over gamers, boys. But this is her Twitter, okay? Paimon VA lovely. Right here, attacking Jacob.
Paimon VA?
Yeah, the one with. I also think the reputation of some.
I think of a reputation with actors only being known for one role. That's true. That's true. You.
For replacing
so
Kanish.
this is that one
Meanwhile, she herself isn't striking in solidarity like the previous VAs did while still talking shit. Annoying voice in game and annoying hypocrite outside too. There's a good reason why English Paimon is the most hated of them all. I actually liked her voice. Now that I've seen her face, boys, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't like her freaking voice no more. They should definitely recast her.
Dude, we had that exact same reaction when it came to any of Monica Rial's and Jamie Marchi's. It's like originally I just loved the voice. I loved Bulma. I thought she was cool and all that jazz. And now I can't detach the character from the actress anymore.
She has a face for radio.
First thing she could do for her career. There is a huge difference when you take the role of an actor who is striking for AI protections. You are no castmate of mine. That's what Paimon said. That is what Paimon said. Cute little Paimon, boys. She's still working in the role. Why isn't she fucking striking then, you damn...
Exactly. Hypocrite.
Fuck. And then we scroll down here, boys. If you were in Hoyo's shoes, would you leave a character muted for multiple months while waiting for a strike that might take multiple years to end? And Paimon says, I would sign the SAG interim agreement so that all my actors can have AI protections, and then they could come back right away to voice these characters with no gap. Yeah, brother, just strong arm the entire company, or they'll just recast everybody. You guys see what they're doing here? It all points back to SAG-AFTRA. They literally want them to sign the agreement. They're trying to force all of them into this union, and I guarantee you Paimon is probably attached to this union somehow. It is probably...
I can see good points and I can see bad points on both sides for this.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want the company just to fire you willy-nilly, but at the same time, the company should be allowed to fire you if you're acting like this. Yeah.
Probably getting some of those fees. I would not be surprised if that came out. That is just my opinion. That's not an allegation. That is just my opinion, but seriously, it could be that way, folks. It's seeming that way. We keep moving here. Karina, English VA of Paimon in Genshin Impact, is one of many problematic voices who is a recurring offender of bad takes, is orchestrating other voice actors into harassing a new voice actor for the game. Yeah, boys, that's exactly what she's doing. It's absolutely ridiculously insane. Wow, Paimon VA maintaining her title as worst person ever. Sheesh. Man, using medical issues to shield you from being a fucking scab. By the way, all her SAG-AFTRA friends shouldn't even be in Genshin because of their Global 1 rule. And this is the Global 1 rule. This proves she's a freaking hypocrite. Before we even get to the video, boys, that's why I'm going through all this. To prove to you that she is a freaking hypocrite, okay? As some somebody that's even worked in the space even just a little bit and understands it more than the average person, she is such a freaking hypocrite. Global Rule 1 status. No member shall render any services or make an agreement to perform services for any employer who has not executed a basic minimum agreement with the union. Genshin has no agreement with the union. She is working for them, which is in full force and effect in any jurisdiction in which there is a SAG-AFTRA national collective bargaining agreement in place. So evidently.
Okay, so what does that mean?
I'm trying to think what's the word. It's basically you're not allowed to work at non-union places.
Oh, so ultimately they have control over everything.
They want control over everything.
So they're signing away all control. Huh. Isn't that kind of like a manager?
Yes and no.
Huh. I think of Liam Neeson. He has recognized voice. He plays almost some roles in every movie. Huh. I don't think I know.
They're all fucking hypocrites. They shouldn't be working there. They're all a part of the union. They should not be working for Genshin at all, but they're sitting at home collecting the paycheck while griping at Jacob Takanashi for collecting his own check, dude. Let him get his bread and fuck off. You're sitting there riding the dick of this damn union, but you can't even help a single individual. You don't even care about the single individual. That's the issue with these damn libtards, dude. They don't care about the single individual while trying to act like they're against big business, big government, and all this, but then they want to promote more bigger government. Like, fuck off.
I see here. So.
We paused it on
a very lovely picture.
What do I say when someone's crazy? Look at the fucking eyes.
What's with their eyes?
What do I always say when someone's batshit crazy? Look at their eyes.
Soulless NPC?
This is the woman in question, folks. This is the lady that wants you as a gamer bent over the barrel, forcing to play a game with no damn voice actors and having to put up with it for her. This is English Paimon's voice actor, by the way. Let's get into it. This chick is crazy. I just want you to know before we...
Oh, no. And also, he's retiring very soon. I think he's worked one last movie. Huh. Liam Neeson. I can't think of any roles. It sounds familiar, but I can't think of any.
She's being incredibly disingenuous, and she's a freaking nutcase.
If voice actors, both non-union and union, in a video game want a game to go union, the game should go union. Nobody else's opinion matters. That's it.
So people who don't want to go union, their opinions don't want to go matter?
I know who she voted for.
Yeah, I want to see her crash out November 7th.
And YouTubers don't know anything. They're not voice actors.
Oh no.
They've never been in my industry. They don't know what my industry is.
By the way, how many VTubers are voice actors, boys? How many
You know, that's a good question. Am I technically a voice actor now? No? Aw. I mean, I'm voicing a character right now. Doesn't that count for something? Maybe?
I just assume you go run away and pay. Nah.
YouTubers are voice actors that auditioned for a role, and then they're now working in the space as a voice actor.
Yeah.
And they're getting close to graduating or what the frick ever that is.
Expansive variety of different roles. Yeah, good point.
YouTubers don't know anything. Only I do, because what benefits me is what matters.
Is about. They don't know anything about SAG. They don't know anything about being a non-union actor either. Stop telling me to go to liars. Liars. They are paid to lie to you. Also, I'm sorry. They have more incentive to lie. They have more of an incentive.
Okay, then ultimately don't listen to anyone. Just do your own research then. Right? Shouldn't listen to you either. Nana, welcome back. How was your pee?
It was wonderful. I didn't wash my hands.
Yes, you did. I heard the water. Don't lie.
To lie because idiots like you fall for their shit and they get paid for that.
Yeah, you hear that? She's talking about all the viewers, boys. All the viewers that watch YouTube. Let me explain this in 2 seconds. You want a union in the voice acting space. You want it in the gaming voice acting space. In the acting space, the union is a great thing. It keeps you from being overworked. It makes sure that you get paid. It does all the things that it should do. The issue with this one is it does everything that it is not supposed to do. One, it forces voice actors that might not even have enough money to either join SAG-AFTRA or get the entire amount financed in their name. Otherwise, they cannot act in the role. That is
in
oppressive.
a sense,
Two,
so in a sense, you have to pay money to even work.
Yeah.
So isn't that kind of thief of a baby? If I'm a voice actor, I wanna be guy. He dies first. Easy paycheck.
is the in perpetuity. When you voice act, you do it for a contract, for a time, for a period. You do not do it in perpetuity for the life of the freaking game, okay? That is completely Genshin Impact will never sign that. We'll never sign that. 3, AI protections, what they're calling AI protections, while they're literally lining their own pockets. They're literally trying to make you look over here, just like all libtards do, trying to make it seem like they're doing a good thing for the industry, but in reality, they're literally lining their pockets with tax dollars. Obviously, that was a metaphor for the government, boys, but you see exactly what the freak I'm saying. This is not what we need in the voice acting space for games, okay? This is the exact opposite. This is oppressive.
Hello? God forbid. I want my industry to actually, like, I don't know, function, and that everybody gets paid and everybody gets, like, health care. Did you know that, like, once things become union, people get paid a lot more? So people are like, oh, but, you know.
Did she really just say that? Yeah, but she would get paid less. She's the main character, so she would get paid less.
Oh. Really?
It kind of caps the pay, boys. They argue for it, but then your union will take the percentage off of it anyway. You'll get like a 15% increase, and then the union will renegotiate your contract for another 15% or something. Literally, this is the worst thing she could have done for her freaking career, boys. Was shown her face. I mean, I'm just being honest here, boys. You do not want to do this. If you are the voice actor.
It looks like one of the 1,000-pound sisters after they lost weight.
Oh, the one that's arrested now?
There was one that was arrested?
Yeah.
Huh.
She got arrested because she got bit by a camel, and they found a bunch of drugs in her car. It was something random that I watched that I heard of.
This is a bad thing for your image. There has been a recast call for her now en masse. En masse. Like literally en masse. The internet is blowing up about it. Cute little Paimon has shown her face to be an adult female that is like completely fully grown and 40 years old, okay? People are not happy. They completely want this bitch recast right fucking now. This damn libtard has ruined her freaking career, okay? That's why she needs a union now. She needs it now more than ever, boys. They're gonna freaking fire her.
Yep. Well, then some non-union actors will have to join the union. Yeah, they'll be able to easily because they'll get paid more.
How will they get paid more before they join the union, chick?
Don't fight me with the posies.
She makes me think of Rachel Ziegler.
She makes me think like she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about.
That too.
She just believes whatever smoke got blown up her ass and she's just repeating it. I'm serious. That's what she sounds like.
The union is negotiating higher pays for them. Then how would they be able to pay the fees to join the union when they're forced to join the union? If they have to be in the union first for the union to renegotiate their contract.
She did not read the fine print.
Does that make sense? They're going to have to finance it as a loan first. And then the union will try to renegotiate their contract. And then they won't be able to get enough out of it. They'll maybe get them like, 1% more. And then it would be nowhere near enough to cover the freaking fees. You see what I'm saying? She's crazy.
So there are options that the union has to help pay for those things. There are options to help people.
Like your own version of a payday loan.
Yay! So it's kind of like college. Voice actor college with actors from California think they better than everyone else. Is Rachel Ziegler from California too?
Yes.
Hey, you're not wrong.
That boys, so I can get my union. All you mother freaking poor ass peasants, voice acted for $200 a week. You need to go into debt so I can get my union.
Pay for the union dues within SAG, but you don't know that. Oh my god, it's almost like you're not an actor. It's almost like you're not a voice actor.
Oh my god, dude.
You know?
And her arrogance too.
Yeah, she has this air of assery about her. To be honest, why are actors and voice actors getting paid so much? What do they really do? They can be very irreplaceable. You, a trucker, you're someone who can risk your life with your job because you're out on roads and you have to deal with all the crazy stuff. You're hauling some heavy machinery or whatever. Chemicals, whatever. Your job is very important. I would say, yes, you are replaceable too, but the amount of skill and training you have is a pain in the bun to replace. I feel like actors can be a dime a dozen.
I'll keep my day job. Animators are
underpaid too. There are a lot. Yep, there's a lot of them too, unfortunately. So yeah, those jobs are non-necessities. Like back in the Kobe days.
It's almost like you're stupid. It's almost like from the outside looking in that you can't see more than me from the inside with my blinders on. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like you're a freaking idiot.
And neither are those YouTubers. But bottom line is that both non-union actors and union actors in a video game want it to go union and have wanted it to go union.
Yes, they do, but that doesn't mean they want your stupid shitty ass union that's going to take advantage of them and be oppressive, you dumb freaking blah blah blah
blah blah blah.
For a long time. So nobody else's opinion that is super fucking wrong anyway matters. Hope this helps.
If you disagree with this libtard, boys, you're fucking wrong, okay?
Oh,
your opinion doesn't matter.
I'm wrong.
And here we go, boys. We got Paimon. This is just one of the examples, by the way. I could pull up 1,000 examples of people begging for Paimon to be recast after this. They are absolutely tired of this woke libtard
You know, usually people hate it when their favorite characters get their voices redone. But when it comes to the actual voice actor being the worst person in existence, I could care less that your character sounds different now. Of course, I don't play Genshin, so I don't care. Delusional, please. Yelpers.
shit, okay? Paimon doesn't deserve this. Just give Paimon a new English VA outside of America. And then they
Defend
posted
the
this
character,
picture.
not
this
the
is
actor.
just horrible, boys. People are popping off. They're losing their freaking minds, okay? People are not happy with this, okay? All right, boys. That's it for me.
But that was all that drama's been going on for the past week.
Woofa. Well, thank you for joining us for the video. Bye. Okay, what's next?
There's a Papa Meat. Oh, most worst assassin's attempt. I'll pop him.
Oh.
Do that, then we'll do conspiracy.
You are the conspiracy.
Welcome back to the Papa.
Papa Moot. Moot.
YouTube and Joe.
Hi, I'm your golden Nasky. Here with Trucker Man. Papa Moot.
Papa Meat. The
Papa
worst
Moot.
assassination attempts. I wonder how funny this is going to be.
I don't suppose Donald Trump's will be on there.
Meat Channel, how you doing?
can't
How
really
you doing?
think of
Coming on
any
Zoom down
others.
because today we're talking about failed assassination attempts. What's the most you've ever despised someone? For most people, their deep hatred doesn't leave
Oh, yeah,
the
the
recesses of their
shoe.
mind. Others, however, are driven to do some pretty wild stuff in the pursuit of revenge. Take the CEO killer, Luigi Mangione. Yes, he's
Oh,
hot.
yeah.
He's super sexy. He's got thick
Yeah.
eyebrows. I got a unibrow coming in. How many comments I get, people being like,
my
"Oh, unibrow.
assessment.
You think I don't have a mirror,
That's
dude?
my
I'm lazy." If I was
assessment.
stacked like Luigi, no one would be saying anything. They'd be like, unibrows are in. Luigi had so much animosity for the healthcare system that he traveled to Midtown Manhattan in New York City and shot a man to death. Regardless.
Question.
I
What?
thought this was failed assassination attempts.
He's gonna get into it. Let him cook.
I'm going to cook a banana chip.
If you think it's justifiable or not, them's the
Yeah.
facts.
They're saying he's innocent.
There are some people saying he's innocent. I'll be completely honest, I have no idea. How the hell are you supposed to know, dude? I don't have all the facts. All I know is this: I didn't lose any sleep over the dude getting shot. Let me just say that, all right? Sorry, I'm crazy. I'm an anarchist. Nah. The bullet on the gun read, delay, deny, depose. A play on the phrase delay, deny, defend. A strategy used by private insurance companies to reject insurance claims to people in need in order to save money, which is cold.
Oh, yeah.
It's good, dude. Honestly, you know what? It just should be a part of a insurance CEO guy's job. You might be killed. You're getting paid big bucks. You may be killed, dude. Is that not fair? Is that not fair? Slightly, a little fair, just a little bit.
Would you say it's completely different to have to deny someone something versus actually pulling a trigger on someone?
Yes and no. I don't know.
I mean, also, I guess depends on the person. I mean, if it's your job, I mean, if you...
Man, woman.
It's one of those gray areas, yeah. Men, women, transfer, you'll still murder someone. True.
Worth it. Worth the money. Worth the risk.
And I'm not saying death to every rich person. I'm just saying
Right.
you're a healthcare guy. You're rejecting people who are like, I'm dying. That doesn't really quite fit into our economic strategy. You can do that as long as you know that you always have a target on your back. That's only fair, Nick. It's only fair.
Our mission and values are focused on helping people live healthier lives and making the health system work better for everyone.
Total charges.
We're all just playing the system, though, in the end, yeah?
Radiology. Pharmacy? Holy shit, that's an $80,000 charge.
Because I can see what the mindset was here. This guy was all the money and junk with the, what is this, health insurance, or what is this?
Health insurance, yeah. My
Which,
bill after getting bit by a snake. Holy shit.
yeah. You could argue that the person he shot was killing people because of this. That's an argument. That's a gray area. But he didn't... he didn't deserve to be the one to do it, I guess. I don't know. It's one of those really, really gray areas. Very,
Yeah.
very gray areas. Like, someone can be, like, super, super evil. It's like, movie V for Vendetta. Stuff like that. Except you're taking, murder instead of just causing chaos.
Yeah.
Everyone.
You're playing God. I mean, the story is absolutely wild, but don't let this
Right.
fool you. For every successful assassination
Nice
attempt,
bill,
there
just kill
are
me.
a ton of failed ones. Way more failed ones than successful ones, okay? Take the recent assassination attempt of Donald Trump. Oh, I know. Donald Trump in a video. It's played out. I get it. But 20-year-old Matthew Crooks was somehow able to sneak his way onto a building with a rifle and shoot at the president, nicked his ear, despite two snipers surveying
Killed a
the
man
entire
in the
event.
crowd.
Now, does that read like we're a little speculative of this? Of course! How are you gonna miss a giant man like that? I'm talking of a football field and a half. That'd be one hell of a shot. He didn't really look like a kid that would be a good shooter either.
He was also bullied at school and sat by himself, friendless.
I guess when I think of like assassination,
Why does it feel like that's just the easiest thing to use when it comes to people who are, they pick out and like their cray-cray?
Because I guess it's a common trope.
Yeah.
kind of stuff. I always think like a grizzly man, but it's never a grizzly man. It's always like some like scrawny, even Oswald, whatever, which we all know he didn't really shoot JFK either. Crook failed in his attempt after shooting 8 times, although he wounded and killed members of the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, not the president. He was ultimately taken out by Secret Service. Some of these botch attempts can range from sinister to straight up cartoonish. So today, let's take a look at some of the craziest and weirdest failed assassination attempts of all time. Roll the clip.
Oh, no,
We can start with the
Reagan.
recent story that blew up over social media, where a ramen shop owner placed a bounty on a negative reviewer, which is awesome.
Oh.
Get the political shit out of my face, conspiracy theory stuff. Give me the ramen shop owner.
The
It's just like
ramen
he
shop.
said. What? What did he say about our noodles? He's like, he didn't like them, boss. What did he say? Go get Tony. We're killing this. a ramen shop in Kyoto, Japan called Honojuro. It's a top-rated restaurant in
Oh my goodness. I wonder. Okay, you can't do that here, right? You can't
do that anywhere.
How is he able to get a hit? How is he able to do this?
I don't
For
know.
a bad review?
the area. And unfortunately, that didn't stop two disgruntled customers from giving them a negative review after having a subpar experience. For this highly rated restaurant, this hit to their reputation resulted in some would say, not me personally, some would say it was an erratic response. Justifiable is what I say. The owner of the restaurant went on Instagram, showed images of their faces, and called out the people responsible before threatening them. In the post, the owner states this, and I quote, "I saw your post, and you seem a bit weird. We try not to treat people like you as customers, so it's fine. But you should probably avoid eating out someday. Someone like you will get screwed. I don't care. Just come directly, and I'll deal with you. We run a planned business, so if you get in our way, we will get in the way of yours too."
How do they know it was them?
Well, what I'm wondering is, if it's like a Google account or something, does it track back to the whatever? And he's like, you. On their Instagram story, the owner announces that $100,000 yen reward for anyone that can provide personal intel about both reviewers or track them down and take action. To stop this proposed manhunt, he insisted that reviewers return to try their restaurant once more. He escalates to further threats, and I quote, "The only thing he can do is come back, eat again, and write a good review with the photo. I told him I won't forgive him otherwise, not even for the safety of his family." Okay.
They'd be serious about the ramen shops, huh?
I hate your noodles. I hate both of your
Now my noodles.
Dude, pause! Come on, man, it's ramen! If he does that, he'll be killed right away. Jesus, this kid is so scared. He'll really do it, so he'd better just come back and eat. You know how awkward that'd be to pop back in that restaurant?
Eat my food.
Anybody? I like to think when he comes back too, they're gonna do this to him.
Slow clap.
You really f***ed us on that one,
realistically-
didn't you, buddy? And there's no more information released about this story, but
Realistically, if someone threatened you, would you come back to the said shop to eat there again?
No. I'll cuss out a cop or I fuck up with someone at McDonald's.
the customer likely
You don't fuck with people who mess with your food, okay?
did not return after being threatened with physical violence. The tweet detailing the story received over 36 million views, which did more damage to their reputation than the owner probably expected. That is so great. I love that in the end, him putting out this hit, it was worse than that one single Yelp review. Well, we talked about that a bit in Japan.
Yeah, because now everyone's like, oh, that's the ramen shop with the crazy guy. That's what you're known for now. You're the crazy guy.
And they have a very weird relationship with like reviews. It's very odd. People are very cold, but then also business owners will respond and it's like total chaos. So this being in Kyoto makes complete sense to me. Many assassinations end in failure simply due to minor technical difficulties. A common thing to expect in the heat of the moment. For example, we have the fake construction worker assassination. Recently, a video made the round showcasing an encounter in Toronto that involved a man disguised as a construction worker. The assassin, identifies as a slim-built Asian man, attempted to ambush a 41-year-old woman outside of her home. He acts friendly, but as the woman had her back turned, he pulled out a gun and tried to shoot her. The gun seemed to malfunction.
Oh,
In the
thank
confusion,
goodness.
the woman notices what is happening and sprints away from him. In the security footage that was released, we can see the man successfully shoot the woman once in the back. He's like, oh, that's how it works. Here it is. He gives up on going for the kill and sprints away in his car. The woman's injuries were non-life-threatening, and she has since been released from the hospital.
Wow.
The stories of that always creep.
That was an act of God. Hoo.
Bot.
Cool. Yeah, bot. Hello, bot. I love the
me out because it's always just like, what was the angle? Why? Why her? We don't know. We don't know. You know what's even fucked up too? Because I didn't get caught. To be fair, it was recent, so maybe he'll somehow, some way, he'll get caught. He's probably got to go for it again, right? Can't shoot someone once in the back and then not want to kill him. That'd piss you off, probably.
You gotta get your money. You gotta go back.
You gotta go back and try it again. If you already kill one person, you're gone. You're gone. So here, this to me, I'm like justification of people just being like, well, what if I so just rip off the Band-Aid and just get it over with and just keep doing it. I'm a monster.
Just like that movie, The Cell. He wanted to
Oh,
get
I love
caught,
that
right?
movie.
I did The Cell, Jennifer.
I've never seen that movie.
That movie fucky. That movie will fuck you up.
This is horrible in that movie.
Where you come from?
Good movie though. Love that movie. Jennifer Lopez in that movie though. The assassin
sure how well it
lifestyle
aged, though.
isn't just a young man's game. I disagree. Even senior citizens have tried to snuff out a life to no avail. Like the 93-year-old man who tried to kill his wife so they could die together. What the f happened to romance?
That is romantic.
Isn't that romantic? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, people always like, chivalry's dead. It is, dude, and you f***ing killed it. It's time to go, sweet. I'm dying. Time to go. A senior Florida man named Helmut Lochner, oh, dude, made 2 attempts to murder his wife in the span of 2 weeks. I think the first time she's like, Helmut. He's like, I know. I'm sorry. I know. I'm being silly. According to him, he was worried about leaving her all alone when he died. Romantic. Romeo and Juliet. Hello?
He was worried she was gonna get some tail.
Oh, dude, he was like, you better not get dick down after I'm dead. This motivated him to sneak behind her while she was watching television and use a rope to strangle her.
Not a good way
What
to
do you
go
think?
about it.
Do you like watching Young Sheldon? She's like, yeah, I love the show. She's sleep, Helga. Bazinga. Luckily, she was able to wrestle it off.
There you go in the universe.
Good you. Have a good one. Take care.
Her and call the police. Oh god, old people are so f***ing gross, dude. They're just like dinosaurs walking around, but just like weak babies. Oh. So she's probably just slapped his hand. He's like, my wrist is broken. But according to the dispatcher, the man was heard in the background saying, you can die with me. Yeah, Helmut's having a die with me. The police arrived to find the woman outside in tears, bruised and bleeding from the attack. I was expecting her to just fight him off immediately.
He's the one who's bloody.
I figured that he would be like on the porch like, die with me, you bitch! The man was evaluated at a local hospital before being charged with 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder and booked in jail.
Hi, Joestar. Welcome. We're talking about failed assassination attempts with Papa Meat.
His wife reported that he had made an earlier attempt to kill her by smothering her with a pillow. Somehow, she got him to stop and just assumed that it wouldn't happen again. Well, she's like, see you in heaven. I got 2 tickets to paradise. Just stop. Okay, I'm sorry. Who did she tell? She must have not told anybody.
Helmut said, you're not gonna say shit, bitch.
That's 1950s love. Don't say anything, you bitch whore. It's like, okay, Helmut. That's good 1950s loving. Me and you forever, toots. I love you, Helga. If they're in a retirement community, those things are just like sex pits. Ew. They are. All those old people are just swapping and touching and groping. I'm thinking 93-year-old man, she's like, everybody's going home, sorry, way out. She's like 76. She's like some fresh tail at the retirement. He's just like, ooga, do my eyes deceive me or is that heaven? You have nice tits. Bazinga. But as you can see, love pushes people to do some particularly unhinged things.
Bro,
It's just
so-
true. This is similar to our next story where a Tennessee woman hires a hitman to kill his new partner's wife. He's a southern boy with southern charm. Melody Sasser, a 54-year-old woman from Knoxville, had used Match.com in hopes of meeting a new man. She ended up infatuated with a man that is referred to as DW in court documents, going on a date together. I feel like Match.com's gotta be. These all feel like murder machines, don't they? Christian mingle, farmers only.
Farmers only?
I think that legitimately is what I've seen in commercials here. It's like a guy coming off the farm and he like walks into his computer. You know, you're a country boy. She went on a hike with him on the Appalachian Trail, and soon they both became hiking buddies. Later, he moved to Alabama where he became engaged to his current wife, referred to as JW. While it is not clear if there was a mutual, real romantic connection between the two, Sasser was infuriated to discover that he was getting married. She responded, quote, I hope you both fall off a cliff and die. That's sweet. Every one of these things, I'm just like, isn't that just kind of romantic though? She wants to like bludgeon his head and have him fall off into a crevasse. In order to get her revenge, she accessed a dark website known as Online Killers Market. It's not a very ambiguous name. It's like a dark website. What was it called?
Why do I feel
Online
like-
Killer Market.
Why do I feel like websites like that are just
joke?
No, not even jokes, but like plants.
Probably. There actually was a website that did that. That like hire an assassin. He was actually turning him over to the FBI.
Oh yeah, I remember that video.
Under the name Katri. I was trying to give her a little bit of the doubt of Katri. I think it's just cat. She's like, I love cats. She spent $10,000 in Bitcoin for hitmen that could take JW out for Good. She told the hitman, quote, "It needs to seem random or accidental or plant drugs. Do not want a long investigation." She recently moved in with her new husband. And after 2 months, she was frustrated to find that the job had not been carried out yet. Instead of waiting patiently, she began threatening JW over voicemails using a voice changer. She also traveled to their home to key the new wife's car. Which also, I like how she's basically just...
Your piece went away.
But I went away. I have a cousin who dates older women. Oh, wow. And I mean, the old. So he would love those old folks home. Ew. So, what is that called? What is that called? Dude, what was that term?
Job?
No, what is that term? Hag maxing. He's hag maxing.
Being like Dennis Reynolds here. Whenever from It's Always Sunny, he's like, "You're gonna die tonight." She's doing the dentist system to him.
Is it working?
I think it might. Well, let's read. She kept reaching out to the hitman, unable to wait any longer, and she told him, quote, "I have waited 2 months and 11 days, and the job is not completed. 2 weeks ago, you said it was been worked on, and..."
Dude, if you like them old, we got ourselves a, what is it called? A hospice. We got ourselves a hospice over here. Come on down. And if you want them even older, we got ourselves a cemetery across the way. Come on down, get your necrophilia.
We'll be done in a week. The job is still not done. Does it need to be assigned to someone else? Will it be done? What is the delay? When will it be done? Her messages were intercepted by investigators, and she was soon arrested. Her home was searched and revealed a journal listing off other potential hitmen for hire websites she utilized. She accepted a plea deal for 100 months in prison, on top of restitution cost of over $5,000. I think that she should at least have to pay the $10,000 to Bitcoin to them. I mean, she's out 15 grand, but really, it's, by today's market, what the fuck? Which Melody Sasser isn't the first woman to get impatient waiting on her assassin to complete the job. So let's talk about Mary Ellen Samuels, the Green Widow. Mary Ellen Samuels was married to a talented camera operator known as Robert Samuels, who had worked on big films like Lethal Weapon. I know.
Hey.
Everyone's like, oh, I feel like a lot of people won't even know what Lethal Weapon is now. It's like such an 80s meme. They met each other at their high school reunion, which is also romantic. Two loves.
Shout Aaron is now following.
Yay, thanks for following.
Little dancey do.
I like my little doodle dance.
Kindling over time. Crossing paths. Hey, Mary. Hey, Robert. I saw that movie Lethal Weapon that you filmed. Yeah. I'm just going to come out and say it. I like you. Really? Which together they lived a great life. Mary's husband was wealthy and took good care of her, and Nicole, their adopted child. This is Nicole. It's not really Nicole. Over time, however, the relationship took a tumble, and by 1987, they got a divorce. Oh, so dude, he was like, this movie's gonna be huge. But I can't get off the Lethal Weapon saying she made claims that Samuels was abusive to her and Nicole, and soon after, Mary openly talked about wanting Samuels to be killed, approaching many people with a plan to take him out. A hitman was hired, but not a reliable one. On 3 of the 4 occasions, he failed to carry out the hit, and Mary openly complained about the $15,000 she wasted on him. It was becoming well known that she wanted her husband dead because she wouldn't shut up about it amongst her peers. At one point, she even asked one of her Hollywood friends for a loan to pay for another hitman. And eventually, she did hire a new hitman who carried out the job with ease. Robert was confronted inside his home in Subelvita, where he was shot in the head by a 16-gauge shotgun. I mean, 12 gauges, 16. We need 4 extra gauges. The police saw Mary as a grieving wife. That all changed when they realized she had collected
What's the difference between a 16?
Actually, a 16 gauge is smaller than a 12 gauge.
Huh. Oh, wait.
It was even featured on a Universal Mystery episode. Unsolved Mystery episode. Huh.
I think this was... I think you didn't read that part. Huh.
$500,000 from the insurance.
I think Nick Crowley talked about it.
Oh.
Passed a polygraph test, so they cut her the check. The money was immediately used to purchase lavish items like a $50,000 Porsche and a condo in Cancun for $130,000. In a particularly idiotic display, she had even broken $20,000 into stacks of bills and photographed herself covered in money on vacation. Honestly,
Wow, that doesn't scream I murdered someone. I don't know what is.
Doesn't scream I'm a sociopath, nothing will.
I probably never murdered a gun.
The smaller the number, the deadlier the gun. Ah.
It's kind of awesome. I like how all her friends are like, she definitely killed her wife. She's like, it's the 80s. There's no repercussions ever. The investigation revealed that the hitman was a man named Jim Bernstein, who had a casual relationship with Mary's daughter. Nicole claimed that her father had sexually assaulted her, which pushed Jim to carry out the act. It's kind of fucked up too. You're the person for my daughter, right? Yeah, I'm Jim. Okay, great. Should kill her dad. I like how it's just like one simple story. He's just like, that motherfucker's dead. If he's really in love with her, that, you know, he's like, what did he, what? Get somebody emotionally riled up. Even though what's kind of weird is there at one point, she definitely had to tell him like, I wish he was dead. I tried to kill him multiple times and to not be like, it seems a bit odd, right? Why don't you just divorce him?
She wants all the pie inside.
I want the whole enchilada. Police searched for Bernstein, and he was found dead along a trail in Ventura County, California, due to strangulation. And as the investigation continued, it was discovered that Mary was behind the murder, as she not only wanted the insurance money, but also the Subway franchise Robert purchased that she had been managing.
What?
I also want the cold.
He bought a Subway franchise.
It goes back to Jared.
Oh no. I want the whole taco bag. No, she wants the whole Subway. It's a Subway.
He's eating fresh now.
Oh no.
Cut combo kingdom. I want it all, goddammit. Greedy ass woman, dude. God damn. Mary used her Subway shop to pay Bernstein for the murder.
She wouldn't settle for half of the sandwich. She wanted the whole foot long.
I want a $5 foot long with a $5.
$5 foot long.
As well as a $6,000 to another pair of hitmen to kill Bernstein over fears of him talking. Both hitmen pled guilty in exchange for testifying against Mary, receiving 15 years to life. Mary Ellen was sentenced to life in prison. Which, to be fair, at least she got to do the cash thing. She got away with a lot of it there for a bit. It's funny, she kills Jim to stop them from talking, but then the two guys are like, I'm sorry, man. Kill the guy for money. But as you can imagine, people in the public eye are much more susceptible to assassination attempts. For example, two men once planned to kill and castrate Justin Bieber. I feel like I should probably leave out the castration.
What?
I'm not saying to kill, I'm just saying if
And castrate.
Diddy party?
Justin Bieber. I feel like you could probably leave out the castration. I'm not saying to kill, I'm just saying if you're going to do one of those things, you just put a bolt in his head. I'm just saying castration, bit of over.
Yeah.
All right, what are we doing here? Are you trying to send a message? Because God, I hope not. In 2012, a man named Dana Martin had become obsessed with Justin Bieber.
He wish he could go to one of those Diddy parties.
That means he's a power bottom.
He wanted his...
You know what he was going to do with that thing. Don't diddle the diddler.
So I think he's collecting it then. Castration. If he's obsessed with Justin Bieber, got his balls in like a mason jar. Like it's Newton's cradle, but it's just 12-year-old Justin Bieber's balls.
No! Oh,
He's obsessed to the point of having a tattoo of him on his...
Okay. Someone likes
leg,
little boys
a
a little too much
12-year-old
now.
pop star. After sending him countless letters not getting a response, he became infuriated and decided to seek revenge. I've written you several
Pedo
times.
to the max.
I need your balls. There was only one problem. He was already in prison, serving a life sentence for the brutal killing of a 15-year-old girl a decade prior. Because of this, he enlisted...
Wait a minute. What?
Wow.
That was a twist I was not expecting.
The Kira route.
Former inmate friend as well as his nephew to help kidnap and castrate and murder Bieber alongside his
In that
bodyguard.
order?
Apparently, the two of them were already amidst a plot to castrate and kill two completely unrelated people. What's up with all the castration? He's just like, we need balls, gentlemen.
They're very ball happy.
They like little boys' balls.
Dan. Ugh. Turbo Granny got nothing on this guy.
Many balls. I don't even think they're bronze. They're just like fleshy. They're like... But they agreed to travel to Bieber's New York City concert after they were done with that. In phone calls between them, it was decided that handheld hedge clippers would be used to castrate their victims with
handheld hedge.
God, at least reverse the order.
I don't care about my car.
Could you like my choose soft, please?
Martin offering $2,500 per testicle. I feel like he'd be like, I'll give you $5,000 for the job, but you're only getting $2,500 per pair. So you gotta bring me both if you want the full thing. The plan was underway, but met an immediate halt when the uncle and nephew missed a turn and accidentally ran into the Canadian border. The uncle was arrested due to an outstanding warrant, and the nephew was released only to admit to the police what they were planning to do. Definitely the nephew was like,
Why?
never...
You could have just kept your mouth shut.
Why? Why are these people dumb? He was later caught because he bragged about it to his friends and left the murder weapon in the trunk of his car. Yeah, we just got to that. We just no, please, I'm married. Doesn't matter.
Wanted to castrate people, and my uncle said he was going to castrate me if I didn't help castrate them. In the end, all 4 targets were unscathed, and the men involved were all caught conspiring to commit murder. While some assassination plots involved catching a victim when they least suspected, others decided to make a big show out of the act. And a good example would be the attempted murder of Dave Chappelle. So many stars.
Oh, I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. You may remember the story from 2022 where comedian Dave Chappelle was attacked in the middle of a comedy show at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, I've heard of that one. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
He went on stage during his performance. He had no one there to stop him?
Apparently not.
A 23-year-old named Isaiah Lee rushed the stage and tackled Chappelle wielding a pistol with a blade attached to the end of it, although he did not use it during the assault. Such a weird image.
How did you get that through security?
Well, that's what I'm saying, too. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, it's all 3D printed. His reasoning for doing it was supposedly due to his dislike of the comedian's jokes against the LGBTQ community, as well as the homeless. Have we said anything bad about the LGBTQ or homeless? I feel like I've said.
That's right. You can't make jokes anymore. That's right. That gives you the license to kill someone because of their jokes.
You know Dave Chappelle's bits about how I survived. He's gonna make a million jokes out of this.
He probably already had.
Some stuff about the homeless. LGBTQ. You guys rule. Don't tackle me with a gun with a knife, please. Thank you. The man failed to take out Dave Chappelle, and security guards soon swarmed him and began punching and kicking him. The comedian went right back to his act. Lee was jailed on charges of battery, possessing a deadly weapon with the intent of assault, and 2 counts related to the interfering with a public event. They're like, buddy, seriously, it's the Hollywood Bowl. Take it outside if you're going to do it there. It's a classy place. But not only that, but he was later charged with attempted murder based on the incident prior to this one. It turns out that the 23-year-old stabbed his transitional housing roommate during an argument, a crime that came to light with the help from the publicity gained from the Chappelle assassination.
He was upset with the LGBT jokes, but he stabbed a roommate who was transitioning.
No, the transition, like transitioning housing, like you're transitioning to permanent housing. That's what they meant.
You sure?
Yeah.
Huh. Still.
Doesn't. Yes.
Doesn't everyone live better? There's no exclusions. Yeah, there shouldn't be. Why you gotta be so special?
That's what I'm saying. What did I say earlier? I said, once you try it, you gotta do it.
People are too sensitive nowadays. You can't even take a sneeze in public, let alone an accidental fart without someone being traumatized.
Dude, should I tell the story that happened to me yesterday? I'm dumb, okay? That one Gundam video, it proves that I'm not the brightest tool in the toolbox.
I labeled that video, are you smarter than a VTuber?
Yesterday, when we were out and about, we were picking up my cousin from her place. So I was out. I saw a white car driving around. I had no idea Trucker Man here had parked. I immediately thought that white car was my white car. I walk up to the white car, I open the door, and it was a random person. He looked at me and said, excuse me, and I was like, oh shit, this is not my car. I was so traumatized. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I quickly shut the door and I was like, oh. I was
It
so
wasn't even the same
embarrassed.
maker car.
It was just white car, okay? I saw white car and I was like, oh, that's my car. I saw it from like an angle. The angle we need to put a sticker on. We need to put a sticker on that side of the car.
Says I'm dumb. I need a reminder of what my car is.
I need a reminder of what my car is. I just saw white car. I didn't know you parked. I thought you were drove around. And did you put? I'm so embarrassed.
Then we had the worst pizza afterwards.
Don't eat Domino's. Domino's sucks.
Oh my god, my stomach's still hurting from that.
Ugh. Yeah.
Successful. It's the catch-22 is because then when you finally successfully do it, you're just like living La Vida Loca. Like, I'm going to do it again.
That's what you say. You said once you get away with it.
Okay, that's what everyone says. That's what everyone says. I was just voicing the public outcry of what people say. And let me tell you something. This next one is something near and dear to my heart as a metalhead fan. This is quite the tale. There's crazy individuals that tried to assassinate celebrities, but how about when celebrities are behind the murder plot? We could talk about Tim Lambesis, metalcore singer that tried to get his wife.
My sister did that one time when I went to pick her up at the mall. I saw her go into someone end up, and then she came out laughing, and then got mad at me. Oh, got mad at. I still can't believe I did that.
Killed. It was discovered in 2013 that Tim Lambesis, the singer of the band As Lay Dying, had hired a hitman to kill his recently divorced wife, Megan Lambesis. While they co-parented their 3 adopted children, Megan began to feel that Tim was becoming distant and failing to properly care for them. So she noted that he had, at one point, become so immersed in bodybuilding that he was too distracted to pay attention to his kids. AKA, Tim also was taking a bunch of steroids. Show a picture of Tim a year before he started doing steroids and then show him after that.
Yeah, that's all natural. There's broccoli and chicken that can do that.
It's the,
Road rage.
No. Who's, the meat guy?
Fuck, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, the guy with the beard.
Yeah.
God, my brain, why does my brain not work?
Liver King.
Liver King.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you.
You ready? The same thing I said. We hit it at the same time.
All natural. That's what broccoli and chicken get you. A little bit of creatine. A little bit. Just for that pump. Just to get me started. As things got worse, they began private mediation to determine the custody of the children. And as the divorce got messy, Tim feared he would lose over half of his income. Oh, my As Lay Dying money? Are you kidding me? This is all my Hot Topic shirt sales out the window. There they go. Thanks, Megan. Because of this, he reached out to a personal trainer at his gym about helping him find someone to kill his wife. Hey, man, you coming in today? Yeah, I'm going to get my pump in. Hey, do you know anybody who can kill my wife? Sure do. Yes, sir. Yes, I do. The trainer pretended to find the perfect man for the job, but secretly tipped off the police instead. Hey, man.
We're all looking for the perfect man.
You look like a freak. Thanks, Tim. Do you know anybody who can kill my wife? Yeah, man, definitely.
But call me.
If there's a guy gonna kill his wife soon, you know, like, what the fuck was he thinking? An undercover cop met with Tim, pretending to be the hitman. He received $1,000 for expenses on top.
Broccoli, rice, and chicken gives her insomnia greens. Gary. Okay, I will call you Rin. Rin. Speaking of which, how'd you know my cat's name? It's Broccoli.
Well, just think about that. In 1987, they were paying 10 grand back then. I mean, he's like, listen, dude, Megan's gonna take half. If you complete it, I'll give you more. On top of his wife's address, gate codes, and picture.
What?
You said broccoli, rice, and chicken gave him gains.
Eat the kitty.
Don't eat my cat! No!
He's old and gummy.
No, he's so perfect. He's so fluffy. Meow.
The murder was planned to happen while the kids were with him. The job would pay out an additional $20,000 upon completion. All right, well, fucking, maybe someone should kill me, dude. Tim Lambesis was soon arrested and sentenced to 6 years in prison after pleading guilty. He was
Christian rockers.
Oh, he was a Christian rock star? Ooh. Ooh, not so Christian after all, is he?
The roid rage, man.
Oh, those
Released on parole
bodybuilders
in
always lie
2016.
about
After
their
his release,
gains.
they let Tim join back in As Lay Dying because then they made this big sappy video. It's pretty funny. They're like, people make mistakes and we change and we grow. And then immediately afterwards, they all left because they're just like, no, we can't. We can't be with this guy. Tim Albesis became the sole member of As Lay Dying, but still claims that the band will continue. Although throughout history, people have attempted to assassinate high-profile people in power, one of the most cartoonishly ridiculous cases revolves around the CIA's many failed assassination attempts of Fidel Castro. How could they possibly be so bad at it? Isn't that kind of their thing?
He's a slippery little fish.
He was slippery
Dang.
Castro.
Do you know about this?
Oh yeah, that's famous.
Nice name for your kitty, Broccoli. He came with that name when we adopted him when he was a 6-year-old kitty.
That was 10 years ago.
Actually, I think it was 11 years, wasn't it?
Oh, we got him. Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
He's 17. He's a 17-year-old kitty now. He's hanging out in between us on the couch. He's such a good boy.
We're resting bitch face.
He doesn't have resting bitch face. He has happy meow meow face. He looks so cozy.
He looks like he's pissed.
Yo, he looks so happy.
What were you saying?
Fidel Castro was a communist leader in Cuba that the CIA
All right,
actively tried to
Castro.
assassinate for many, many years. Some of these methods included poison cigars, because Fidel Castro loved his cigars, all right? So soon after he came into power, the CIA spiked them with a deadly botulinum toxin. They were delivered, but nothing came of it, suggesting that they were either lost or disposed of. They even...
Someone probably bought. They're probably sending someone to warehouse right
Oh!
now as we speak.
I'm hoping the poison aged and it doesn't affect anymore.
Poisoned his ice cream. Fidel Castro was also obsessed with ice cream, eating it almost daily. Good man. All right, if you're empowered
A brutal dictator walking around with an ice cream cone. That is fucking hysterical.
Joe Biden.
You're not eating ice cream every day. Are you really living? The CIA decided to poison one of the desserts by giving it to an assassin working at one of his favorite cafes. And unfortunately for them, the poison that was stashed in the freezer became frozen stuck, eventually spilling all over the floor during their efforts to dislodge it. It's like a Three Stooges sketch. Or the poison pin. A pin hiding a hypodermic needle rigged with poison they ultimately gave up on before it could have even been taken to Cuba. The seashell trap, as Castro was known to scuba dive, a plan was concocted to rig underwater seashells with explosives that would detonate when he picked up the shells to inspect them. As it was impossible to rig strong explosives to small shells, this plan was abandoned as
Did they have any that were still down there by chance, or did they just realize, wait, we can't put a bomb inside a seashell underwater? What the James is this?
well. And lastly, the fake
It's Looney
Antichrist plan.
Tunes.
The CIA thought that they would convince the Cubans, who were primarily Catholic, to believe Castro was the Antichrist.
I only spent like probably $20 billion doing this. Remember the one Robo Kitty that he reacted to? He got ran over by a car.
Oh my goodness.
By doing this alongside faking the second coming of Jesus Christ, they thought it would be possible to push Cubans to overthrow and kill him. To fake the second coming, they aimed to have an American submarine shoot off star shells over the Cuban horizon to light up the sky. The plan was never enacted. Despite this info coming from direct CIA agents' testimony, the man who concocted this scheme denied its existence. He said, that never happened. Seriously, who told you that one? Because that never happened. I'd be like, what do you do? Assassinate me, dude? I have many ideas. Yes, I could. And lastly, we have a particularly unique assassination plot involving a mobster and a camera gun. In 1946, we're
Camera
going backwards.
gun.
A 19-year-old woman named Pearl Lusk was tricked into murdering a man who she had never met. It all started when a gangster named...
Ultimately, how did Castro get...
He died from natural causes. So God, they hired God to do it.
Hey, it worked! We finally got God to assassinate for us. The CIA did a lot of crazy things back in the day. There are so much documents that they've been exposed these past few decades. Yep, there's... Remember going 2010 was... trend was back then crazy.
Alfonso Rocco. Is that not the most stereotypical mobster name I've ever heard? My name's Alfonso Rocco.
Yes, actually.
Alfonso Rocco approached her, pretending to be a detective. I'm a detective. Okay. He convinced her that he actually needed her to help solving an important case. Supposedly, he needed her to snap a picture of a person that was suspected of being a thief. I need you to take a picture of a guy. Okay, it's 1946. Oh, sure. That's what life's like back then. The target's name was Olga Tropini Rocco. Rather than a thief, this woman was actually Alfonso's ex-wife, who he feared would go to the police to receive protection from him after he repeatedly assaulted her and sent multiple death threats. He's like, why would you do that? Come on! You're being crazy!
Instead, I'm gonna kill you with a camera. Yes, because she's the crazy one.
Pearl was willing to help, so he handed her a gun, crudely wrapped up like a present. He told her it was an X-ray camera. After identifying Olga at her place, he told her to get close to her and take a picture to see if she had stolen jewels on her person. She caught up to Olga in a subway, took her photo, and ended up shooting her in the leg. She survived the attack, but later lost the leg because, once again, it's 1946. Alphonse was outed for the plot and was chased by the police until he was eventually shot to death in a shootout. Pearl was so naive about the whole ordeal that she told the cops, I took the picture and at the same time, somebody shot her. As it turns out...
Poor girl! Poor girl! She's probably traumatized. Oh no. There was also documents that exposed their part in the drug epidemic back in the 70s, 80s, and no, not the 90s. They even made a documentary as well as a movie about it. The movie is called American Made. Huh. My father come kiss my hand. Made man. Yeah.
Now, assassination attempts happen quite a bit, almost all the time. You just don't hear about them because people have no idea what they're doing and end up failing miserably. Even murder plots orchestrated by the CIA are downright cartoonish, and we only scratch the surface of how many weird attempts they've made to take people out. So, what I'll say is this. Stay safe out there because you never know what the people around you may be plotting. Thank you so much for watching the video, y'all. Seriously, stay safe. I'm gonna kill you.
Yay!
If I see you out there, I'm going to kill you.
Oh no! Trucker man, we're gonna get killed. He knows where we live, sort of.
Well, that was this video.
Thank you for joining us. Bye! We are gonna switch to karaoke time.
So...
pretty please, if you can, click on the linky in the description. If you have a Twitch account, pick a song for me. Or you can try to write down the band and the song name, and I can try to look it up and see if I can know that song.
Alright, so...
We're gonna switch to karaoke now. shrink me a little?
Sure.
Yeah, would pull me up. Lovely flowers. Yay.
Are you good enough?
Yeah, it's good.
Alright, pull this back up.
Chabuku.
Alright.
Chabubu.
Going on.
Alright. I will start with 3 songs that we have already chosen, and then if there's any other songs, Trucker Man, you pay attention to if there's any requests in chat.
Keep an eye out.
Okay, I will begin now. As soon as I not die. Okay. Okay, I think I'm good. Yeah.
Been a long road to follow. Been there and gone tomorrow without saying goodbye to yesterday. Are the memories I hold still valid, or have the tears diluted them? Maybe this time tomorrow the rain will cease to follow, and the mist will fade into one more today. Something somewhere out there keeps calling. Am I going home? Will I hear someone sing in silence to the silent moon? Zero gravity. What's it like? Am I alone? Is somebody there beyond these heavy aching feet? Still the road keeps on telling me to go on. Something is pulling me. I feel the gravity of it all.
That was Wolf's Rain Gravity. Go to the next song in a second. Woof, give me a minute, game. Levels. Love Wolf's Rain. That's such a good anime. Oof.
Cheers on Twitch.
This one's gonna be a little more spicy. Hope I can handles. Wish me luck. Bad Omens, The Death of Peace of Mind.
I met another mistake. Thought I could change, thought I could make it out. Promises break, need you to say you're gonna keep it now. I miss the way you say my name, the way you bend, the way you break. Your makeup running down your face, the way you touch, the way you taste. When the curtains call the time, will we both go home alive? It wasn't hard to realize love's the death of peace of mind. You're in the walls that I made with crosses and frames, hanging upside down for granted in vain. You took everything I ever cared about. I miss the way you say my name, the way you bend, the way you break. Your makeup running down your face, the way you fuck, the way you taste. When the curtains call the time, will we both go home alive? It wasn't hard to realize love's the death of peace of mind. When the curtains call the time, will we both be satisfied? It wasn't hard to realize love's the death of peace of mind. Love's the death of peace of mind. You come and go in waves, leaving me in your wake. You come and go in waves, swallowing everything. Are you satisfied? Love's the death of peace of mind. Mine. When the curtains call the time, will we both go home alive? It wasn't hard to realize love's the death of peace of mind. When the curtains call the time, will we both be satisfied? It wasn't hard to realize love's the death of peace of mind. Love's the death of peace of mind. Love's the death of peace of mind. Peace of mind.
Yay! Whew, whew, whew. Well, that was spicy, yes?
You're getting a lot of claps in chat.
Oh, goody. Okay, now my last choice of song, and then I'm gonna check if I got any requests. If not, we're going to call the end of the stream, okay? Little something more fun, little something more cute, little something more childish. Ready? Get your nostalgia on, baby! Everybody wants to be a master. Everybody wants to show their skills. Everybody wants to get there faster, make the way to the top of the hill. Each time you try, gonna get just a little bit better. Each step you climb is one more step up the ladder. It's a whole new world we live in. It's a whole new way to see. It's a whole new place
with a brand new attitude, but you still gotta catch 'em all. Be the best that you can be. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Pokemon Johto. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Everybody wants to make a statement. Everybody needs to carve their mark. To stand alone in the victory circle. Stake the claim when the music starts. Give it all you got. You can be the very best ever. Take your best shot. What we learn will come together. It's a whole new world we live in. Do-do-do-do-do. It's a whole new way to see. Do-do-do-do-do. It's a whole new place with a brand new attitude, but you still gotta catch 'em all. Be the best that you can be. Pokemon Johto, Pokemon Johto, new world we live in. It's a whole new way to see. It's a whole new place with a brand new attitude, but you still gotta catch 'em all. Be the best that you can be. Do-do-do-do-do. Johto, do-do-do. Johto. Woo! It's a whole new world we live in. Do-do-do-do-do. It's a whole new way to see. Do-do-do-do-do. It's a whole new place with a brand new attitude, but you still gotta catch 'em all. Be the best that you can be. Do-do-do-do-do. Pokemon Johto. Do-do-do-do-do. Pokemon Johto. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Pokemon Johto. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Pokemon Johto! Oh goodness, that was fun. Oh, I love this song. I love Pokemon. Pokemons. Do we have anything in there?
Not that I'm seeing now.
Okay then. Thank you all for joining us. I did not get any new requests on my little boardy doo. I'm not sure if dropping everything. Not sure if it's easy to get to since you need a Twitch account to use it. But yeah, thanks anyway. And hopefully I will have a video out for you tomorrow, because I will be opening cards. Yay! I'll get all my Final Fantasy cards in. So you're going to have to show me how to handycam.
This guy says it was fun.
Thank you. Yeah.
Alright.
So, see you tomorrow. Probably about the same time, same place, same everything. Love you all. Bye!
Alright, if you're on YouTube or Twitch, I think we're going to raid in the Kirsha.
Raid in the Kirsha. Raidies. Raidy doos. Raidy do, raidy do, raidy do, raidy do 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 do.
Alright, so I need the mouse.
She's right here.
So, thank you all for joining us today's stream.
No. See you tomorrow, noonies, for unboxing Final Fantasy cards. Bye!